Hello everyone and welcome to another YouTube Thursday stream. How's it going? I did say today was going to be a foil Thursday, but it's actually going to be a foil Friday. Because I forgot, we can't really play bingo here on YouTube because I don't think I can gift a membership to a specific person. At least I don't think so. So we're doing the normal Thursday thing on YouTube, which is going to be random stuff from stuff I always cover on Twitch. So, should be good. How's it going? Thank you! This shirt I got with a gift card that someone got me on ModCloth. It's cute. It's got like skeleton kitties. It's cute. So anyway, hope everyone's doing well. Let's just get into it. What do I want to start with? Why not start with one of my favorite things, and that's the weird meme stock community. Let's see how it's going. So there have been more court filings and court appearances, and basically, how do I put this? It's even clearer that they're getting wiped out, but they've decided to completely ignore that, so let's watch them in denial. This is just a quick clip. It's pretty interesting.
Value for all stakeholders.
Right, and yet we haven't seen any of that in the docket, so it's like, you know, that just leads me to believe that it's like, you know, why go through the trouble of stating that? Why not just state at this point that shareholders are getting nothing, you know?
They are. You are getting nothing. That's what it says. It says, let's see, on the thing, it says, oh, maybe that part isn't actually on screen, but it says in the document that all of your shares are going to be canceled, extinguished, etc., etc.
Why would they not state?
Why is YouTube chat so bad? Make sure you have your YouTube chat set to live, excuse me, live and not top. It sorts it in a weird way by default. I hate it.
Yeah, because if it states it in the dockets, but yet they're saying other things in court, it's a little bit odd in my opinion, you know. And you know, so I don't know, you know, I'm very bullish, you know. I do think that this company has a lot of value, but
it's gone. They sold everything of value and you're getting nothing. It says this in the papers, but you're not listening. The judge literally double-checked that they got nothing and told the attorneys to fix the doc so the baggies wouldn't be confused and they still don't get it. That's the amazing thing. They've literally done a complete 180 on what they think something means within like a week. Because when it was first released and it had the language of, to the full satisfaction of stakeholders, which just means basically we're doing everything legally required of us. But they initially took that to mean, oh, we have to be satisfied, we have to be happy, because they don't understand legal language. But now that that part's been removed, because they were confused about it, and the judge even was like, hey, people could be confused because of this section, take it out. Now they took out the satisfaction section, and now it only says, like, your shares are being canceled, extinguished, whatever. And they've now decided that taking out the satisfaction language is bullish, even though before they said the opposite. Now it's good that it's gone, even though before they said it being there was good. And I don't think they've commentated at all on the fact that they've done a complete 180. I don't even know if they know they've done that. Like, do they realize that they've done that? Or is it just such, the goalposts are on such shifting sands that they don't even notice anymore when they move?
A lot of these terminology and words, you know, liquidation, it scares people. So
liquidation should scare you.
Maybe
you should be scared of liquidation because you're losing everything. Tapioca and raisins, thanks for becoming a member.
Keep the algo suppressing it, maybe. I don't know.
We do have channel memberships now, by the way, if this is your first YouTube stream. There's a link, I believe, if you'd like to join as a member. There's also, similar to Twitch, you can gift memberships. I'm not sure how, though. I'm still pretty new at streaming on YouTube, so.
I don't know why they wouldn't name it a restructuring transaction. You know, why call it a liquidation transaction?
Because they're liquidating, you stupid cunt. They're fucking liquidating. You literally, let's listen to that again.
transaction. You know, why call it a liquidation transaction?
Because it's a liquidation transaction, because they're liquidating the company. Do you guys see why this is driving me mad? Like, this is, like, every time I think they can't go further, every time I think I can't be further disappointed by the abject delusion and rejection of reality, they will literally say with their mouth the words that, oh, it's a liquidation sale, and they will then say, why does that say liquidation and not reorganization? And they don't understand it's because it's not a reorganization anymore. It's a liquidation. It's as A to B to C as you could possibly get, and they still don't get it. What about Bob? Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome. Welcome to the exclusive YouTube Hannah Reloaded member club. And for being a part of this club, you get a different color name in chat. Thank you.
That I don't know. Value for all stakeholders.
There she is, guys. Bed Bath & Beyond. At this particular location, they are going out of business. So I'm about to walk in there and show you guys what's going on. We want to be investors, guys. We got to think about some of these companies that are going into bankruptcy, but they're going to emerge from bankruptcy too.
They're not emerging from bankruptcy. They're liquidating. Jamie the Bunny, thanks for gifting, or rather, I'm sorry, thanks for getting a membership. Thank you so much.
And this company is keeping about 260 stores open, and they're a cash cow.
They're not. This was posted 8 days ago. By 8 days ago, we already knew that they were not keeping stores open.
As well. Some of their locations are making big money.
How do you get memberships? You can use this link, or people can gift them.
Hey guys, so if you guys want to learn a lot more about this stock, Bed Bath & Beyond, go to, on YouTube, you can check out the PP Show.
Oh, God. Oh.
It's a YouTube channel that all they do is Bed Bath & Beyond. So guys, I'm about to show you the real deal, what they have going on in here, and should be good, because it looks like they have a massive sale right now, 70 to 90%. Hold on.
Is this a bit? Okay, chat, I'm gonna level with you. I am not socially aware enough. Is this a prank? Am I being pranked? Like, is this Andy? I've said this before, and I am desperate for someone to tell me that I've been wrong this whole time. Is this a joke? Is this performance art? Is this the offspring of Andy Kaufman? Just absolutely killing it? Like, what is this? Wow, they're having a 70 to 90% off sale. You know, a normal thing that businesses that are doing great do. Hip Escapism, thanks for tipping $5, says critical support from Germany. Well, thank you very much from the other side of the sphere we live on.
Let's throw away a few things. Yeah, you guys are getting to go with me for my lunch to check this out. I'm excited to see what the heck is left in the store.
Wait, what was the first thing I needed? Fuck. Oh, bacon bits. I remembered. Tapioca and raisins, thanks for gifting a membership.
Because they've been...
Oh, Baja got a membership. Algorithmic nepotism.
This business has been going out of business at this particular location. What I mean is this location has been declaring their sales for quite some time. Shouldn't be much left.
It's good he's hydrated.
Alright. It's going to be very interesting. So, I own 3,600 shares of this company, guys, and I do believe it's going to go way up, okay?
I wonder what his cost basis is for that, because currently it's trading at like somewhere in the 20 to 30 cent range. Let me see what it is today. 27 today. It's been kind of ping-ponging between like 22 and 32. Up and down. It's been trading pretty sideways for like months, you know? It's doing badly. Did you buy in when it already got down to 30, or did you buy when it was over $1? Either way, you're going to lose all of that if you hold on to this. But I'm just curious, how much are you losing? Like a lot or like a little? Because this is anywhere between like, you know, maybe $1,000 to like, this could be tens of thousands of dollars depending on your cost basis.
Check it out.
Why rip? Why rip? Are we already back? We're back? Oh, it just froze? Okay.
What's the deal on that? Take an extra 20%? Glasses. $18 on that share. It looks like a lot of this is cleared out back here.
You don't say!
Oh, what is that?
It's an empty shelf. It's just another empty shelf, sir.
This is crazy. It's just like an eerie feeling. They're just...
It's almost like I've wasted all my money on a meme stock. Terradona, thanks for gifting a membership.
This is what happens when you go out of business. All these shelves, I wonder if they're going to sell these. These would be nice shelves for us to bring over to our business at Goodwill. You know, we could definitely take these to Goodwill. But they'll probably never let me try to purchase them.
No, they'll sell you the shelving.
Obviously.
They literally said, there's signs up, they'll sell you all the shelving and stuff. They're like super desperate.
It's like it talks some sense in them. Wow. These shelves, some of these shelves are nice.
These are some nice ass shelves. This business has some good bones.
As you can see, guys, it's crazy. It's just, this is once in a lifetime thing that you witness this store like this just going under, everything just being wiped out.
That happened to Toys R Us also. It's certainly not once in a lifetime, especially not now. Big box stores that are category killers are being destroyed by Amazon. Oh, thanks, Sid Crow.
There's like nothing left. And I don't know what they're going to do with this location. It seems like this location should have been making money.
You know, that's what you hope for in a business, isn't it? This location should have been making money. Yeah, that's what they aimed to do, but they couldn't, so...
It's right on one of the main locations. It's a good spot for it. So I don't know how this one's going under.
Hi, Cass. Hi, honey.
But I don't want to record these people, so I'll be shutting it off in a second.
No!
70% off.
Actually a little thoughtful of other people. That's nice.
$34, 70% off of that. Not that bad. Quilt, 70%. I don't want any of this crap, though. You know, some people are looking for it, but...
I don't want any of this crap, though! Don't you shouldn't... This is the store that you're invested in! Invested, air quotes. I don't want any of this crap. That's the business! This is why it failed!
A lot of rugs here, $60.
For rugs that big, that's actually really good. You don't realize how expensive big rugs are until you buy a rug. Have you ever bought an area rug that's for like a whole living room? That shit's expensive. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars. God damn.
Yeah, they were originally 200. That's retarded.
Oh. That's a shame.
Why would you ever price them that high to begin with? They're gonna have to drop those to like 30.
Why do you have stock in this company? You clearly hate it.
But yeah, that's it. So. We'll show you the store closing. What's this stuff over here? Health and beauty, 70%. Yeah, I don't want any of that stuff.
Is there anything in this store that does appeal to you? Because if it doesn't, maybe think to yourself, who is the demographic that this store is for? And why aren't they here buying things? It's like he's on the cusp of discovering something about the company.
These gummies at 70%, that'd be alright, but they're probably going bad soon. I don't know.
Nice, Demos. Sounds fun. Enjoy RimWorld. And me.
There's a lot of deals in there now. It's almost all gone. That's crazy.
How did he walk through there and not have any moment of like, oh, maybe this is why. Maybe this is why the store's not doing so well. Yeah, Thursdays are YouTube stream days. Once a week I'm going to be streaming here. Plus patron-only streams, of course. Which, speaking of which, the plan is Sunday to do a patron-only live stream, and we're going to do Jackbox games. So if you want to come on... If you would like to join us on Sunday to play Jackbox games, join the Patreon. I caught myself before I phrased something poorly.
I'm hoping someone comes and joins. Someone with more legal expertise than me.
This is Michael from the PP Show, although this is not on the PP Show channel. This is on his own channel. He's the closest. Michael is the closest, which is interesting to me, considering we've covered some of the other stuff that he's into that also points to maybe not having the firmest grasp on material reality. But he seems the closest to recognizing that this is not going well for them. He hasn't breached that, like, surface level of, like, oh my god, the company's going under, it's liquidating. He's not there. But he is, like, he can't concoct copium on his own anymore. He, like, needs PP or one of these other grifters to feed him a narrative in order for him to keep going. Which, PP shows up in this stream just to feed him more bullshit, which is unfortunate.
Just to start off, it was interesting that the judge had the same question that a lot of us have had. You know, that there seemed to be a conflict in the full and final, what was it, resolution? Full and final, and then extinguishment. So I think the fact that the lawyers would put that in there, knowing that that would definitely open it up, that they would just change it right before it was literally signed, that would open it up to a lot of legal repercussions. Also, that the judge would go along with it makes me think that it's fine. Because that would also have legal ramifications for him. It's like, oh...
He's trying to grapple with the fact that for his the thesis of the quote-unquote investors at this point is based upon basically them having to lie to the court, which is a bad move. So he's struggling with having to, in his head, come up with like, okay, what they said in court is devastating for us, but I can't have that be true. It's too devastating. I'm in too deep. So it can't be that it was real, because if it was real, it would be devastating, so it has to be some secret 5D chess move. Not good.
This plan that, has been made public and everything, and people had time to object, but, they're going to change, like, the most critical part to the shareholders, which, contains thousands and thousands of people. So, I don't know that I have necessarily any good answers, but I'm assuming that other people feel like me and they want to talk about it. So I'm hoping someone else has some better thoughts than me. I don't know. I didn't like see it. I don't. There didn't seem to be a sell-off. If that's really the critical part, I mean,
he's very down. He's incredibly depressed. This is why you need a douchebag like PP to run the PP show, because the only thing keeping the energy up is the delusion provided by him, as well as the dude bro attitude of like, whoa, dude, yeah, whoa, oh yeah, oh, look how many people are watching, whoa.
Legal ramifications of them writing one thing while we have time to object, and then changing the critical part that depends on us. That would definitely open them up to litigation. So I don't think that could be the case. And I don't think the judge would just like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, wipe them out.
The judge is okay with that, because that's how bankruptcy works. If they can't pay off their debts, and they're liquidating the business, you are an unsecured creditor, so you get nothing. That is typical of this kind of thing. I understand that you don't like that, but it is nonetheless the reality that you live in. Hip Escapism with a $5 tip says, have some more money. Just got promoted to brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and after 10 years of training. Would love to see more queer people on the mats in the future. Go train if you ever felt curious about martial arts. Love the glasses, by the way. Oh, thank you, and congratulations. That's great.
So
I'm a lover, not a fighter. I've never thrown a punch in my life. I've never thrown anything. I can't do it. I'm weak, and that the estrogen has made it 1,000 times compounded. I have no body strength. Upper, lower, core, nowhere.
So, so yeah, I don't really know much to say. I know that there was, I mean, there was some good DD done last night by Jake about the Lazard fees and what they were paid for, and stipulations on why they would, when they would get paid and how and whatnot. So
let's start skipping around. See when PP shows up to delude this guy.
I think I don't there's a rule, and hopefully it's the right PP. So the law, PP's here. Hopefully it's the right PP.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm not here to share porn.
It's all good.
Yeah, man, I just watched the shit. Yeah, you saw Life's objection come through? the $3.96 million buy candle right next to it. I mean, they look like two fucking, one red dildo, one green dildo right there.
Yeah.
And the price is recovering. So if it, you know, if the stock was going to fucking zero, right, or the equity was going to zero, then why the fuck is the stock still trading at 30 cents? Why the fuck?
Because you guys are trading it. You guys are trading it and buying it, and some people are selling it. The only people trading at this point are you guys and swing sellers who are taking advantage of you. That's it. How do you not, like, they're like, why is it still at 30 cents? As if 30 cents is good. Why is it at 30 cents, PP? Like, it used to be at $12, $30. Why is it at 30 cents, PP?
Fuck isn't trading at 1 cent, right? If nobody's getting shit, right, why would it not be at 1 cent? It's
because you guys are trading it. Do you know how the market finds the price based on what people are willing to buy and sell for? So as long as you guys exist and are buying it, someone out there is like, oh, there are people who will take my bags, good. Or people who are swing trading off of you. There's no version of this where you're winning.
Because, like, there's obviously something going on. And again, I do also think there, you know, Pulte coming on the show and talking with us is a big fucking sign, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
so,
no, for sure.
Yeah.
They had this millionaire on, I think Bill Pulte, who I'm not going to say much about because he is apparently litigious in terms of things that have been said about him, so I won't say much. However, in my opinion, I think he's a nepo baby piece of shit, third generation rich kid who doesn't have any idea what the world is about. He seems like he wants to be an Elon Musk type, but he comes off as a self-interested fucking loser. None of that's defamatory. That's all opinion. Anyway, he came on their show so we could get attention or whatever, and they all think it's a good sign.
It's a time to think back on all what brought us here and what substantially changed. I mean, I'm trying to think of what it just popped in my head. So much thoughts and emotions.
Yeah.
But dang it. Oh, just like the Overstock thing, right? So Overstock today just launched their US the website in the US.
Yeah, because they were sharing the IP until Bed Bath & Beyond closed, which it did that day. That's why there's no more Bed Bath & Beyonds. They're all closed everywhere in the United States now. So now Overstock was able to open their US website because they own the IP now. So it's really just Overstock, but they own the name to Bed Bath & Beyond, which is confusing to these people for some reason.
And it might be that they might be using that as a way to evaluate what the brick and mortar stores would do.
No, they're doing it because they bought the IP for their website.
And, you know, it went better than expected in Canada. And then if it goes better than expected now, that would give them kind of an indirect way to do their evaluation of what the company would do and whether it'd be worth it. Because they said, we're thinking about taking, you know, the ticker. But I don't think that Overstock can take the ticker unless they actually bought the rest of the business instead of just having the shared IP. So, I mean, I kind of was thinking what might happen is that since in the court hearings it was all kind of carved out, that basically in the next month or so that Overstock's going to come in and buy the Bed Bath side, and then Ryan Cohn's going to come in and carve out the Teddy side.
There's nothing more to carve. The IPs are gone. The leases are either canceled or sold. There's nothing left to carve.
Yeah. I
Is
mean,
kind
it's
of-
still a likely scenario, you know, to happen because, again, Travis was really interested in the Lazard stuff from yesterday as well. So, I mean, I think something obviously is happening. A lot of people, it's just like there's this weird, you know, the thing to me is there's these people out there who are really pushing for you know, not only to shut down the show, but also to sell your shares and like this and that. It's really bizarre, man. You know, just these people out there who are just pushing for this shit. I mean, you don't know how many people are real. You don't know how many people are bots. I mean, but
I'm a bot.
Either way, the sentiment is really bizarre. I mean, I don't know why anybody would care if people are going to lose money.
That is such a telling statement to me. You don't know why anyone would care if people were going to lose money? You don't care if other people lose money and they could totally avoid it and you could try and help them, but you don't care to. You don't care about other people. That makes you a bad person. You're a bad person, PP, who doesn't have empathy towards others. That's not right. That's not normal. That's not okay. Like, it is what it is. If that's who you are, that's who you are. But just so you know, you should care about other people.
You know, I really don't see why, if you have no position in the stock, why would you even have an opinion on it, you know? So,
right. And I don't think that the doors are closed. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think when you look at all the players, you know, Patty Wu, all these people.
Okay. I don't think I had much more to say about this other than it was just kind of depressing.
You know, so
basically.
So they're kicked into, like, the 10th gear of crazy at this point. So that's fun. Okay, what else we got? Florida man sneaks into luxury hotel and won't get out of the hot tub. This happened like a week ago. Woo, that's a little loud.
Thanks, gentlemen. The pool. I'll show you.
I feel like there are easier hot tubs to get into, probably, and get away with it, if I'm being honest.
Perfect. Thank you.
I like hot tubs. You ever been in a hot tub in the winter? It's nice. Like, being outside and you're, like, you know, in, like, just a bathing suit, or less, I guess, if it's your own personal hot tub, but it's all snowy all around, but you're in a really hot tub. It's nice.
Morning.
It does suck getting out, though, because you're immediately going from a hot tub to winter, which, you know, isn't great, but it's fine.
Good way to start your Sunday, huh?
Saunas are not better than hot tubs. What are you talking about? That's an insane statement. Saunas do not have jets that can massage me. You don't just like a water jet on your back, just like feels nice.
Where are we, sir? Out of the jacuzzi. What have we been doing? Out of the jacuzzi.
Are you on anything today?
That's what I'm thinking, that's it.
Can you show these gentlemen your credentials,
Hey,
please?
buddy, are you to come out of the jacuzzi for us?
No, I'm not.
Well, I'm thinking safest thing is
This
spray,
happens
right?
occasionally,
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah,
Let's do this. Let's call corporate.
He's not staying here, right? He's just.
100% no.
Okay,
So,
you guys know this?
Do you know if he's been trespassed before?
no, but we wanted to do that today and never again. So I told you I'm head of security for the hotel. I'm the manager of Lost Mention.
You did not disclose.
Oh, of course, that's the first thing I
You walked
said.
up here and you said you want me to jump in there and pull you out
That's
of
the
there.
first thing I said.
So,
I said let's start over.
No
Good
one's gonna
morning,
believe
young
anything
man.
you say.
hey, sir. So he's trespassing you. You can't be in here. All right. So I need you to get out of the pool.
Yes,
That's your warning.
that's fine. But
So now I need you to get out
I just need to read.
because they don't want you here because it's a private business and they can do that.
It is, and you may be right on the pool being potentially off limits.
I'm telling you the whole
Call culprit.
The whole property is off limits right now. You're being trespassed.
Where are we? Where are we, folks?
if you-
where are we today?
I'm socially awkward enough that, like, I wouldn't do this in the first place. But I can't imagine being in a situation where a bunch of people are yelling at you to leave, and they have the right to do so, regardless of how you feel about the situation. Like, you know, we live where we live, and it's Florida, and it's private property, whatever. How could you not be like, fuck, okay, sorry, and leave immediately before the cops even get there? Like, I feel bad if I'm in a movie theater where you select your seats, and then I move seats after the movie starts. Like, even if no one has bought the seat, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. My ticket doesn't say this seat.
You need to either get out.
Are we at a residence? No. No, we're at
It doesn't matter, you're still on private property legally.
the hotel side.
Hey, buddy. First of all, before we do anything else, can I have your name, please? Chippewa? Did you say Chippewa?
Chippewa.
What's
We've seen the thing where I'm on the PP show. It was on my show, Grumpkin. Are you also a BBBY person?
your date of birth?
Chim Chim Tree. Like, hey, knock it off! No more picking on the red man, yeah?
Hey, so what's your date of birth?
spray you, or you're gonna get out. Now they're gonna spray one of the last members of the Chippewa tribe.
Sir, I will say, if you do not get out of the hot tub,
about just rogues and Seminoles.
if you do not get out of the hot tub, we will OC spray you.
Somebody call
You will be pepper
BBC,
sprayed.
NPR, Guardian. Somebody call somebody with a higher IQ, but just call corporate.
All right.
Bonvoy. All in unison. If you know where we are and who managed the move.
You surprised BBBYQ is in the YouTube stream? Why?
Over here.
Thursday's YouTube stream, I cover just random stuff.
So this guy's
You
been
relieve Zellman and tell him to come here.
this guy's been trespassed. So we believe he was here as a guest, or we believe?
So I 100% don't believe he's a guest, because if he was a guest and I asked him a room number, usually they tell me a room number, right? Yeah. This guy is just, and as you can see, I think he's mentally ill, right? One way or another.
It's our dude.
Yeah.
Not coming back, and I'm not getting torn.
Excuse me.
Here they go. You want me to check this? Help! No hands, or you will be sued so fast, Hoffman.
Calm down. It's Holman.
See, here's the thing. Warsaw School of Sports Marketing is at the University of Oregon.
Okay.
Professor Burton, okay? Oh!
Oh shit! Goddamn, cops are the fucking worst. I get it. I get that you need to trespass him. What the fuck was that? He was standing there. You felt the need to aggressively fucking throw him against this? Really? I fucking hate this country's policing. Oh my god. Every fucking time. Where did the BBBY person go? Do they not want to have a discussion about their investment strategies?
Hi, Leo 2.0 here. Jack Smith has indicted President Trump again. Let me be very clear, and I'm not bragging. I'm a much better lawyer than Jack Smith. He's a buffoon.
I probably doubt that, considering he's, you know, one of the highest prosecutor. Wait, is he, like, literally the high? He's one of the highest prosecutors in the country, because he's working for the federal government. He's working at the DOJ. So I think he's probably fine.
He doesn't know how to practice law. This second indictment is frivolous. President Trump is being indicted for talking, for speaking.
He's literally not. He's being indicted for a conspiracy to defraud the federal government and a conspiracy against rights. The thing literally says he can say all he wants, but once you take action and file fraudulent paperwork and conspire with others to actively do something to defraud, that's when it becomes an issue. He can lie as much as he wants. It's not illegal to lie. It is illegal to commit fraud, though, and that's what he did, allegedly.
Conspiracy? An agreement among whom? Let me be very...
Have you read the indictment? Trump and some co-conspirators that are unnamed in the indictment but are aware to the prosecutors
clear. I want to make sure the American public understands. President Trump is going to run for president. Nothing Jack Smith or the Democratic Party will do can stop President Trump.
Okay, he can run. That's fine.
From running for the White House, and he's going to win.
Unfortunately, it's possible. We live in a shithole, so it's possible people will absolutely vote for him, but I would hope that he wouldn't win. Who knows?
He's going to win. So indict him 1,000 times. 1,000,000 times. American voters understand that they're targeting President Trump. Meanwhile, Hunter Biden and Joe Biden are criminals.
Tell us more about Hunter Biden's girthy member.
I could convict Joe Biden in court.
Okay, go do it.
Right now.
Go do it. This is what I'm saying. If you can convince a grand jury to indict either of those people, then do it. Go for it. I have no problem with that. Do it.
This is crazy, America.
Oopsie, didn't mean to do that. Oh, this is funny. Oh wait, there's music in this. Yeah, there's music in that I don't think I can play. Oh no.
Ori. You're literally doing blackface in the middle of the store.
Lester Holt did whiteface. Nobody said shit. Where's your pride section? I need to know.
It's not June. Does she think that Target has a pride section every day, all year? That's a thing in June. Poo Poo Pagu. With a $10 super chat, says, been a fan since Leviticus. So happy for you, for how far you've come as a person. You can genuinely see the joy in your life. Thanks for streaming on YouTube. Well, thanks for the super chat, and thanks for watching.
Oh, I thought they were celebrating this and they took our flag forever. No? I was wrong.
What the fuck?
My bad. I don't shop at Target. I just take pictures. Join me. Post it on my Facebook, please. My Facebook friends love it.
My Facebook friends love it.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Ori.
That's some insane bullshit.
I'm a MAGA.
Oh no. I remember this video, I think.
I'm a MAGA kid. I'm here to blow the liberals' list. School shootings, pedophiles, and vaccines. Today it is really hard to be a teen. Now listen up, Greta. This message is for you. We are warriors of God, and we're praying for you. How dare you?
Just think. This was from like 2016. Now she probably has like 4 kids and is on her second abusive alcoholic redneck husband.
I'm a MAGA kid. I'm a MAGA kid. I'm here to blow the liberals' list. School shootings, pedophiles, and vaccines. Today it is really hard to be a teen.
Oh god!
One is enough.
What is this shit? Hold on. Oh god, did this person do a whole thread after Trump's indictment? Of course. Jesus Christ. Let me save this. Okay. Let's go back to the top, people. Let's look at some of these reactions.
30 million of us, 40 million of us drive to Washington, D.C. I know it's a long way for me. I live in Oregon, so all I need is gas, food, and water. That's all I need.
Did I have to play that twice? No, but now I kind of want to play it a third time.
That's all I need. It's all we all need to get there. Get there, just sleep in your car, set up shop right there at the White House. You know, what are they going to do if 20, 30 million people converge on the White House at Washington, D.C. and demand Joe Biden resign?
I'm pretty sure this is what you guys got in trouble for in January 6th. Like, you guys tried to take power via numbers, and then one of you got shot, and all of you dispersed. You tried this. You failed. This is literally what Trump is being indicted over, at least part of it.
Demand Kamala Harris resign. What are they going to do? We the people. They work for us.
They work for the people of the United States. Yes. Your positions are not the positions of the majority of the United States. We had an election about it.
They're not in charge of us.
I mean, yes, the government is supposed to be at the consent and decree of the people as a whole, but as individuals we are all beholden to the systems that that government creates in terms of law, right? It's kind of black and white the way he's thinking about this. Like, governmental structures are not simple things.
81 million people did not vote for that person.
We did. We did, actually.
Didn't happen. No chance. There's no chance of it. So what's stopping us? You know, in 1930...
The law. The National Guard. Good sense. Your fear. The fact that your average age is like 65.
32, Herbert Hoover... veterans came back from World War I, they were back from World War I, and they were promised a bonus payment, and they never received their bonus payment. They ended up getting it back in 1936, 1938. They got issued their payment. But they went up to D.C., set up shop at the White House, protested, set up camp, had food and everything. And you know what Herbert Hoover did? He ordered tanks in to clear them out. He ordered the army in to clear them out.
You think you'd fare better?
He ordered the army to come in and clear fellow veterans, fellow army, marines, whatever, out. Destroy the camps. You can watch it. There's video of it. They set fire to it. They used pew-pews on them. 2 were unalived. I mean, there's nothing our government will not do to us. And here's the thing.
The usage of terms like unalived, pew-pew, self-delete... These things are super dystopian to me, and I hate it. I hate it a lot.
They have the military behind them because these men, they're so scared that, oh, I'm going to go to Leavenworth if I don't do what they tell me to do. Well, do you think the Nazis thought that too? Just following orders?
Oh my god.
Just following orders.
He did it.
We're not going to be able to vote our way out of this tyranny.
You're literally, yeah, in next year, I'm sure you're going to vote. You're going to be allowed to vote. It's fine.
They're not going to have it. They've committed too many crimes. They're exposed. They know it. The power has went to their head. And they ain't going to let it go with a vote. This is the kind of government that our forefathers warned us about. There is no right or left in D.C. It's a uniparty. When the people fear the government, it's tyranny. When the government fears the people, it's liberty.
It's literally just catchphrases all the way down.
Once again, we will not be able to vote our way out of this tyranny.
The world must be, like, I understand that, like, at the end of the day, like, people have a personal responsibility to not be dumb fucks, so, like, I get it. But at the same time, the world must be a very confusing place if you're from, like, really rural America, and you don't have a lot of educational opportunities, and everyone around you just spouts propaganda from, like, Fox News and the internet. The world must be so confusing. Like, you really don't know what the fuck is going on at all. In fact, you're being fed misinformation. So everything must be so confusing all the time, because you have no idea how most people think, or how other people think. Like, it's just nuts.
It doesn't matter whether you support Trump or not. They're after all of us. You have to realize this. So whether you support Donald Trump now, or you support him in November of 2024, or you never support him, if you don't support him, you're not immune to the left and to what they want to do to you. You're not immune. They're not just going to overlook you. They're not just going to pass over, for lack of a better... They're not.
What do you think the left, quote-unquote, is doing to anyone?
There's no way to avoid what they're doing. The police state wants to control all of us.
Ah, yes, famously, law enforcement leaning heavily left. Definitely a real thing that makes sense to say.
There is no immunity. There is no vaccine to keep you from being
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
affected by leftism and totalitarianism and tyranny in this country.
Vaccines are good?
There is nothing. There is no, well, I didn't support Trump, so you're going to leave me alone. This isn't like, as I said on Saturday, you know, the best way to survive...
You can support Trump and be left alone. Who gives a shit? People are probably going to think you're an asshole because, like, you are an asshole if you like Trump, but, like, you're not going to get arrested or any shit. People just won't like you. That's life.
Being chased by a bear is to run faster than your slowest friend. No, the left is a different type of bear. They're going to eat your slowest friend, then they're going to eat you. They're not going to stop. Their appetite can never be appeased. Their appetite can never be satisfied. So whether you support Trump or you...
First they want rights for trans people to exist in public. Then they're going to go for healthcare for everyone. And then they're going to increase tax rates on the wealthiest people. The horror.
Support Chris Christie, or you think Donald Trump is orange, or you think Ron DeSantis is the better choice, and the primary is over, and now you're upset, and you're taking your ball, and you're going home, they're not going to leave you alone. They're coming for your ball, too. They're coming to your doorstep. It doesn't matter what you believe. That is going to happen. You are not immune to leftism. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Whether you are a Trump supporter, a DeSantis supporter, a Tim Scott supporter, a Chris Christie supporter, a Asa Hutchinson supporter, they are coming for you regardless. So
coming in what way? Like, again, it's vague. What do you mean?
I don't care if you like Trump or not. Do you want to be controlled by tyrants? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then you know what you're going to have to do. You may have to put 15 clothespins on your nose to go into the polls and fill in that ballot for Donald J. Trump, given he's the nominee. You may have to do that. It's not about Trump. It's not...
You actually don't have to do that. Fun fact, you can, like, not vote or vote for Biden or whoever the nominee is if Biden dies before 2024 because he's old, just like Trump.
It's not about giving into whether or not you like the man. It's about, is he the only person right now standing in the way of tyranny and your doorstep? And the answer...
That's not how anything works. If one person is like saving you, you're fucked. That's not how this works. Life isn't a comic book.
The answer is yes. Are you ready to man up? Are you ready to put your big boy pants on and do the right thing? That's what we need.
Trump. Another indictment. This is ridiculous. How the fuck can you get away with doing another indictment? Really?
Because he committed a lot of different crimes. Do you know how this works?
What has he done wrong? Not a fucking thing, but
allegedly conspiracy against the United States government and conspiracy against rights.
Made our country better, and you all dumb motherfuckers want to stop him. Fucking time to take this fucking country back. The white people, the black people, the Mexican people, the anybody people.
Oh, now you guys want to have a unity message? All of us get together and save Trump. No, fuck you, loser.
It's time we stand our ground and take our country back.
Our government is a gang of cock-gobbling tyrants like I do. If you think our government is a gang of cock-gobbling tyrants like I do...
A gang of cock goblins.
One, we're friends now. And two, we need to be ready for any shit grenades that our government overlords throw at us. Now, if I had to guess, most of you guys who watch my videos probably already have freedom machines, but a really good addition to add to your...
Freedom machines! Come on! God damn it!
Bug out bag is the Henry U.S. Survival Rifle. Obviously on social media, I can't show you the actual rifle because this video will get deleted quicker than Epstein's flight logs. The dude comes in this little carrying case right here. It is
Epstein, famous friend of Donald J. Trump.
A 22 semi-automatic. It comes with 2 8-round magazines, and it only weighs 3.5 pounds. Obviously, I can't show you the full thing, but it is 35 inches when it's fully assembled, and all of it breaks down, goes into the buttstock, and there's a cover for it, and that makes it only 16.5 inches. This has been used by Air Force pilots who need a small caliber rifle. It is lightweight and reliable. Here's the size of one of the magazines. This little dude assembles really quickly and no tools are needed. And it's even rumored that the buttstock floats. I don't know that for sure. I can't say that, but I'd imagine it probably does. You can go right now and get one of these for $250 to $350 for a very basic one. And the average person should have no problem taking out small game anywhere from 25 to 50 yards, even if you're not a marksman. I'm not an expert in anything, especially
small game
guns, but I do recommend you guys go out and get one of these. I've shot hundreds of rounds through mine, never had an issue. They're known for being reliable and lightweight. Stay self-reliant and train to be an asset to your team. Long live old school America, motherfuckers.
Fucking hell.
The jerk
I hope he's on a list.
offness and the stupidity in this country has reached its peak. It is about the First fucking Amendment. It is not about Donald Trump. He has a First Amendment.
Again, yes, he does. He doesn't have the right to conspire to subvert an election. That's what he was charged with.
Amendment fucking right. You fucking assholes. If a chipmunk bit his own fucking nutbag, they'd indict Donald Trump for that. Do you understand what they are doing? Next, they come after me. Because I don't answer to nobody except the First Amendment. And then they're gonna come after you big mouth fucking liberals who love expressing your fucking dumbass grievances and squash that and indict you. Do you get it? Do you fucking get it?
I don't think you get it. You don't even seem to know what he's charged with.
You all should think about the graves, the bodies in the graves of our soldiers.
What the fuck? Hip Escapism with $5 says, as a German, it feels so sickening when these weirdos with slushies for brains compare having your feelings hurt to the industrial murder of millions. I can go outdoors and read the names of the family who lived here, were deported, murdered by the Nazis, yeah. For these people, it's a rhetorical tool. It's not very real to them, I think.
Men and women of the armed forces that gave their lives for us to use our First fucking Amendment. And
this isn't about the First Amendment.
It's being pissed on. Not because of these jerk-off politicians who answer to the fucking George Soroses, because you dumb jerk-offs don't understand how important this is.
So this is kind of the catch-22, right? You're aware of all this shit going on, but you can't do nothing about it. I feel you, dude. I'm in the same boat. The answer is you don't stop going to work. You keep going like nothing's wrong.
Nothing is wrong.
For the sake of the rest of the people around you, the people that depend on you, you can't stop working. I'm not saying you should. Although it would really make me happy to see a couple 100 million people say fuck you to the government and start marching. You know, we're not paying bills, we're not working.
You couldn't even get a couple 100 million people to go out and vote for Trump. You think you're gonna get them to mobilize for some sort of demonstration?
No more, fuck you. But until that day comes, you gotta kind of keep playing the game, you know? So, I guess, don't be too hard on yourself. We're all doing the same shit at this point. You must have money to survive in this world we're living in. It's that simple. Keep your head up.
Afford our rent. We can't afford our prescriptions. We can't afford insulin.
Seems like a lot of pissed off humans in that video.
What?
I bet you there's a lot more. We don't need to wake anybody up anymore. Have you all hit your line in the sand yet? Are you done serving your oppressors? And they're right. And I'm guilty of it too. And my ego would say, well, I went to Ottawa. I had snipers on my back. But we went home. That's what I keep saying the problem is. Now, we've seen the riots.
Yeah, the audio is quite bad on that one. I'm gonna skip.
Good morning, Patriots.
Oh, copyright.
I have a question. We all know who's doing the things to the world and
I love Shrek.
who's pushing for events to happen in the world. My question is, why are they still walking the earth? Why are they still here?
That's a direct threat.
Have you ever wondered why Democrats are always referred to as being the left and Republicans are always referred to as being on the right?
Is he gonna do the thing?
That comes from the Bible.
It definitely does not.
The Bible says that a wise man's heart leans to the right and a fool's heart leans to the left.
I don't even know if it actually says that.
That's God's word, man.
Man, that's not how hearts work at all.
So I'm curious, with everything going on right now in our country, anybody else kind of wondering what we're supposed to be doing? I mean, it's become painfully obvious that our government is trying to destroy everything that's wholesome and good.
Destroy everything wholesome and good. In what way? Be specific.
About our country. I just keep wondering what we're supposed to do. Where does it start? And I'm asking because I'd like somebody to maybe give me some comments and fill me in. Because I feel like we're reaching a point where we as a people need to do something. It's time for us to put our foot down and say we're done. We don't want you guys calling the shots anymore for us, especially when it's become painfully obvious that
Again, you guys tried this on January 6th.
our best interests are not in the front of your mind. So I keep looking around, I keep hearing more and more people say that they want to know when this all ends, and I'm wondering that myself. What do we do? What do we have to do before the people that we put in power realize that they work for us? It's not the other way around. If we don't do something soon, I'm afraid that we may have reached a point of no return, or we may have reached that point already, that event horizon, if you will, for the collapse of society as we know it. Any suggestions, please share.
Marie Copenhafer with a $5 super chat says they do realize that the song Zombie is about the anarchist punks in Ireland fighting against the British authoritarians, yeah? They think every song is about them. And that it's always from their point of view and they don't listen. That's why they like the song Born in the USA and think it's patriotic. Also, why some of them like, Rage Against the Machine. Like, Paul Ryan is a Rage Against the Machine fan, despite him being the Machine.
Did a federal grand jury in D.C., where nobody can get a fair trial, just like New York, indicted Donald Trump on conspiracy.
No one can get a fair trial in Washington, D.C. Doubt?
Fraud, witness tampering, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against the rights of citizens. There's a reason why they say you can indict a ham sandwich, and it's because it's all one-sided. Donald Trump doesn't get to present any evidence. He does at
the trial. That's what the trial is for.
Get to question any of this. It's just...
Right. Because it's a grand jury, and it's the job of the prosecutors to present a case to the grand jury that says, like, hey, is this enough to indict someone? And then they vote. And then if they vote yes, they get indicted, and then there's a trial where they have the opportunity and right to defend themselves. Yeah.
Just the way indictments work. This is election interference on the highest level. Okay?
It really isn't. He's a alleged criminal. Like, do you want him to just not get any trouble for that? Like,
Okay, after several years of the Russia hoax, this is the only way that they can go after him. This is the only way that they could stop Donald Trump from winning the nomination and becoming president of the United States again. The game is rigged, folks. They don't want Biden running in 2024 either. So what are they going to do? They're going to impeach him. They're going to remove him from office. They're going to
that's probably not going to happen.
Continue the indictments on Hunter, and they're going to install the puppets that they know are going to do their bidding. This will also allow them to be like, well, look, they went after both Trump and Biden. The DOJ is not biased. And as expected, a federal grand jury in D.C. where
this goes. You know, and I know that there's nothing that can be done here other than trying people for treason. These people have gotten away with it for far too long.
Once again, treason is very specific. Treason is working with an enemy during wartime. It doesn't apply here, even if you don't like people.
We don't have another option but to try these people for treason. We've got to roll these people up and treat them like the dogs that they are. Because if we don't, the world is watching. And the world is saying America doesn't have the fortitude, doesn't have the internal fortitude to clean up the corruption in their own country. We're not going to get any respect from any country at this point. They know we can't even clean up our own affairs.
What is this idea that right-wingers think that people internationally like Donald Trump and find him respectable? It's so weird. Like, there's so much demonstrable evidence that it is the opposite. He was literally laughed at in front of the entire UN General Assembly. Like, come on.
You're trying to put him in jail.
Ooh.
And it ain't gonna happen. But when he does win the presidency and he does come back, first thing he's gonna do is not put up the wall. He's not gonna open up the pipelines again. He's not coming to save your gas stove at the first chance he gets. Needles fair share? Get on the back burner. Ukraine-Russia war? I ain't going near it. What he's gonna do is go after everybody named Biden. Clinton, Obama, Brennan, Clapper, Page, Strzok, Comey, all of them.
So going after political enemies that he wants revenge on. And do you see this as a good thing? Trump said British people described Boris as British Trump and actually thought they were complimenting him.
And he has every right to go after you guys. You put his life through lies and hell. I'm coming after you, Murdoch. And he's gonna do it. Oh yeah! Diggy.
Up, America. This is... Okay, listen up, America. This is...
Mamerica?
This is definitely something serious that I have to tell you. And you should like and definitely share, because this is something that's gonna... If you don't understand it, it's gonna scare the hell out of you.
Again, I do want to point out the average age here is above the general standards of joining the military, yet many of them are discussing armed insurrection against the United States government, the most thoroughly funded military in the history of the world. Just think it's a little funny. Like, I get it, there are some young people, there are always going to be your John Doyle types, like, but realistically.
So, first off, when Donald Trump tells his part,
thanks, Dark Beast,
to MAGA, to go ahead and default,
oops,
his agenda is only one thing: make the current presidency look stupid or look bad. But he doesn't think things through, obviously, because look at all the things that he's already done. He don't think things through because of the Taj Mahal, the businesses, the colleges that he started, everything. He doesn't think things through at all.
Do you think that's a good thing, or?
But let me tell you, we think things through.
We'll do the thinking for him, and you guys are really good at that.
Let me give you an example. If the government defaults, not only has the news been telling you that our credit rating for...
They're talking about the Trump Taj Mahal casino in Atlantic City. It's the former Trump casino that went bankrupt.
The United States would go down. And that we've never defaulted before, which is true. It is a fact that our credit rating will go down.
Jesse Courteous with $5 says, "You're awesome. Hope you're having a great day." Thank you. I hope you have a great day too.
It is a fact that they want, the MAGA wants to cut the Social Security. They want to cut VA benefits. They want to cut, and they're willing to allow our military not to get paid. Not in the Social Security checks, all those people that retired, that earned it, that worked all their lives, they're okay with them not having any food on their table come June 1st, June 2nd, June 3rd. Well, let me tell you something else, what's even more important than that. First off, any party that's willing to do that to the people of the United States, finally, hopefully, you guys will see that party does not care about the people.
Republicans are the one that held it up.
They only care about power and the rich. But more importantly, let me tell you what this really is going to do. Behind all the scenes, the Chinese want to change the world currency.
Ooh, this guy's he's got a Rambo Trump thing behind him. Holy shit.
Really taking down Barack Obama in order to take down the sitting president. They're taking down a former president. Did it set precedents with the indictment of Trump? Is this true? Somebody tell me. Is this true?
News. They're going to try to convict Donald Trump for the January 6th thing now.
Good.
It's obvious that he is doing something right because they keep piling charges on him.
Yes, famously, the more criminal charges you have, the better you're doing.
See, they're scared to death that they may be held accountable if he gets in office for all the crimes against humanities that they've done. Well, you know, if you don't exercise your body, your muscles
My wife is saying nice things to me via text chat.
go weak. And if you don't
Jesse Courteous, thank you for becoming a member.
exercise your voice, you'll lose it. And if you don't exercise your freedom,
I feel like I told you guys this, but since I started taking my estrogen sublingually, good decision on my part. Talk to your doctor.
they'll take it, right? So exercise this. I believe we need to have another march. And fuck 1,000, and fuck a couple 100,000. Let's go with like 20 fucking million, 100 million. Because
Nice or flirty? Flirty, but I didn't want to say that if you didn't want me to, so I said nice.
all of us are fed the fuck up, right? And I guarantee you, if you're one of the 600 in the White House looking out and you see 20 million motherfuckers saying, hey, we've had enough, we ain't going.
Sublingual versus oral. I was taking it orally, like swallowing, which is an option, but now I'm doing it sublingually.
Shit's gonna get real.
Sublingual means holding it under your tongue.
They ain't got enough prisons to hold 20 million people. And I don't know how we do that, but I ain't gonna stand by and not stop talking. Hey, fuck you.
If you have 20 million people, that's no longer just... I don't think it's a jail issue at that point. That would be a civil war, and jail would not be the primary goal at that point, just to be clear. Oh my... Oh, fuck me. Oh no. Oh shit. Okay. I'm not saying anything other than here we go.
Hi TikTok, welcome back. It's Red.
I can't play it because of the Born in the USA, but I want to hear what she has to say so bad.
Rose with the 88 million hypocrisy.
Is she wearing color contacts? Oh my fucking god. What in the world is this LARP? Oh my god. Oh, he's got the upside down flags.
One is enough. We know what's going on.
Okay, this person needs to get visited by Secret Service. I can already tell.
I don't have to review it in every one of my videos. We know the corruption. We know the tyrants by name. We know what they are doing and shoving down our throats. When are we going to stand up? I'm sick of seeing the memes. I'm sick of Americans being so star-spangled fucking awesome.
I went to the Wendy's and they forgot the pickles!
Just for specific dates on our calendar.
8 homosexuals at a Wendy's.
When are we gonna stand up and drag these tyrants from office? No one is going to do it for us.
Honey, come set the table. Mom, I'm making a video for my friends online. Oh, are you wearing the skull mask again? No, I'm not wearing the skull mask. Shut up, God.
Doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you sit on. They are pitting us against each other. I don't understand. Every day, I get angrier and angrier.
Have you considered seeing a therapist? That might help.
At not the tyrants, but the American people that are letting this happen.
I think I can make my voice deeper than this guy's without the voice changer. If I'm being honest. And I'm literally taking estrogen, so...
American people that are just posting memes. Memes don't do anything. Unless...
Wait a minute, are you telling me that memes are not an effective form of activism? I feel like I've been lied to. Bort Ward, thanks for gifting 10 memberships. Wow, thank you so much. I think that's the most memberships we've ever had gifted at once. Thank you very much.
You are actively preparing, not for the end of the world, but war. Unless you have 3 months worth of rations. Exorbitant amount of...
Do you mean exorbitant?
Ammunition and firearms. And you are training and actively getting fit. You are not part of the solution. If you're going on with your just daily lives.
Do you think that's a cosplay helmet? Like, did he literally get that, like, as a costume, or is it actual military surplus? Is that a real military helmet, or is that just part of, like, his paintball gear?
And not focusing 100% on how we could rid the world of this evil.
I'm very serious, guys. I'm a skull man.
That has taken over our free country, our constitutional republic.
I'm a spooky skeleton. Why would you do this to me?
Wow, that's the deepest I've talked in a really long time. Oh boy. Again, I do just want to point out, I am on estrogen and T blockers. So, I don't think that guy's doing as well as he thinks he is. Just pointing it out.
Dragging your feet on taking action against the deep state. You've got 500,000 sealed indictments.
I'm done doing the voice, by the way. I guarantee that horrified my wife. I know she hates it.
You've got the courts in the tribunals ready to go, and you're not moving. And this nation is being torn apart, and the people are hurting financially, and you're doing nothing. Okay? So it's time for you to get moving. There's not going to be no 2024 election unless you fix the last one. So get on, move on.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Don't think Trump was good for our country are idiots.
That's it?
People who don't think Trump was good for our country are idiots.
Send tweet.
So I keep seeing these people or comments about all the crimes that are being committed about Biden and all these people in Congress and Hunter. They're all saying nothing's ever going to happen, never does. Well, things are happening, guys. I found the list, the Gitmo list, like 3 years ago, and I've seen play-by-plays of several of their executions, and I've seen names fall off the list because it was too big, and names get added every few months. And I've seen people been...
So you've seen a fake internet list that has people on it that you don't like. Gotcha.
Posting for the last 3 years screenshots of airplanes with their transponders being turned off, every one of them going to Miami. So what's that all about? It's people being arrested. They're just not telling us about it, guys. But I guarantee you, every single arrest and execution, before they execute them, they are getting written and videotaped confessions from every single one of them, and they're going to be playing that when they shut us down, which is going to happen very, very soon here.
This is QAnon stuff. They think that basically they're political enemies, Democrats, whoever they think is in the deep state. They think they're basically going to be carted off to Gitmo, and there'll be a military tribunal, and then they'll be executed. And they will, of course, get a confession from them that will show, like, no, see, they really did all the conspiracy things that we said they did.
Maybe even this week. So, but what I'm getting at is there is arrests being made. Things are happening. You're hearing more and more about people coming that were supposedly dead, like JFK Jr. Princess Diana, Michael Jackson.
They're all dead. They're all still dead.
Steve Jobs. Tupac. He came out that he's been living in down in Cuba.
No, you're thinking of his clone, 3Pac.
And there's a whole bunch of people that are coming out. Matter of fact, yesterday I saw a video of Chester Bennington, which I'm thrilled about. So if there was no arrests or executions happening, why would these people be coming out of protective custody? Thanks for watching, guys. Think about it.
That is a diseased brain.
I'm gonna take...
Oh my god, this lady kind of looks like Gina. Like a younger Gina.
Look, now I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about something. Making all these videos like I do for these Democrats, oh, it ain't easy like y'all think. No, it ain't. Because I gotta act ignorant, and I gotta get under their skin. So y'all, if you can't stand me, you ain't alone. I can't stand myself half the time. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Who else is gonna be here to act up a fool like this, to get under their skin and let them know how much we don't like them?
Her teeth are in good shape, so I don't think it's a meth thing. But it has meth energy.
Appreciate this fucking crazy shit, man. Now suck it up. Let's do what we gotta do. Get down on it. Let's get down on it. Let's get rid of these motherfuckers. Cause everywhere I go, I see the same. Everywhere I go, I see the same. Y'all, we gotta get rid of these motherfuckers. Yeah, we do. We gotta come together. Come on now. Y'all know I'm crazy. I can't.
Is that like Gina's daughter?
That information. You remember that information that they said Obama bought 30,000 guillotines? No.
What?
But he knows why.
What?
I know why. He bought it for us. Because it's time for heads to roll in Washington, D.C.
I don't know what to say about that one.
Media news organizations that you basically worship every single day are openly attacking a movie about child sex trafficking.
It's a movie made by grifters. They're tricking you and giving you a false impression of how child trafficking works in the real world.
You aren't the good guys. Get that through your fucking heads.
1776, we had to clean the house. The house is filthy again.
Oh God, Ben Stein! No! Ben Stein is such a piece of fucking shit, unfortunately.
A few days ago, I awakened to see on my dining room table a whole bunch of newspapers about President Trump, former President Trump, being indicted for what to me seemed like the phoniest charges I've ever seen in my life.
Go write some more speeches for Nixon, you fucking loser.
He is the former president of the United States. He won tens of millions of votes in the last election. It is not at all clear that he's done anything that in any way endangers the national security.
What?
And yet he is being indicted and has the possibility of spending the rest of his life and several other people's lives in prison.
Good?
I think we're now in an occupied country, very reminiscent of Paris under the German occupation.
Get fucked, Ben. It's my second least favorite Ben.
You know what, TikTok? Fuck you and your commie shit.
Fuck you and your commie shit.
Fuck you and your commie shit. I thought that the Supreme Court just made an announcement saying that you motherfuckers, as well as the government, can't be censoring a motherfucker, but look at you, you keep doing it.
No?
Oh, is it because Joe Biden just appealed it? You fucking cocksuckers? Listen, my tax dollars do not pay for you to own me. I am not your indentured servant. If you want to keep playing these games, go ahead. I'm going to keep coming at you like a black plague or a STD that Tide can't wash off.
Do you think Tide washes off any STD? Like, do you think if you took Tide and rubbed it on your genitals, it would get rid of an STD? Because that's not how that works.
Alright. So, that said, folks, this account's about to burn. Again. Be looking out for my backup, please. And spread the fucking word. Cam's done gone viral. And TikTok hates me for it. I guess the message is clear. I speak facts, not feelings. And I don't give a damn whose feelings it hurts. Okay? Again, fuck you, commies.
This country and half that you don't. We're about to lose this country and half that you don't even know it. I do not want to die leaving my kids with no future.
Shouldn't have voted for Republicans then. That was probably a bad choice.
Is when they try to arrest Trump, what do you think's going to happen? This is the trigger, and you know that, okay? The military, we know that he's the commander-in-chief.
He's not.
There's no doubt about that. None. Go ahead and argue that point with me. I'd love to.
Okay.
And I'll point stuff that's real. I'm not talking about hypotheses and guesswork. I'm talking about real law. Things that are already in writing, that are laws, that Biden has extended. Biden didn't extend it. It is a movie, people. The trigger is coming. All of this was done so that when we hang these treasonous bastards, a lot of people won't freak out because they have closed minds and they might go, oh well, no, he wasn't bad. I don't believe what you're telling me because I was told this. They will stick to their NBC, CBS perspective because once you've been taught something, there's comfort in that and you don't want to change, just like my Boot Hill t-shirt. I like the way things were, and I'm an old guy.
Wait a minute, are you telling me that your political beliefs are largely based on the fact that you're stuck in your old ways and don't want to change with the rest of the world? I'm shocked.
I fall into that all the time.
If you make an enemy of time, you're gonna lose. Learn that lesson, chat. Don't make an enemy of time. Don't make an enemy of change, because they're synonymous. Learn to accept change at every stage in your life. Otherwise, you're gonna stall, and you're gonna stand still while the world passes you by.
But I try not to. The minute you think you know everything, you'll learn something else. It never fails. But you have to have an open mind. When I'm working on something, it's the same rule I use. There's always something to learn. The problem with a lot of us old guys, we get stuck in a groove, and that's the groove.
Yeah, maybe it sounds like a you problem.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks. I want to learn new tricks up to the day that I go.
You're doing a bad job.
Be with the spirit.
Night, Bort.
I'm not trying to explain anything. I don't want no hoopla over what I saw yesterday. None whatsoever. But it's kind of hinky that I all of a sudden saw a video.
After all the things that came out today about Joe Biden, how is that man not
Is that a teardrop tattoo?
being drug out of the White House?
Or is it just a weird shadow? Because I can see you have a head tattoo. That is a teardrop tattoo. That is a teardrop tattoo. My understanding is typically a teardrop tattoo is usually a prison thing, and it means you murdered someone, right? Am I crazy? I was under the impression that usually that means you've murdered someone. Oh, God.
And decapitated in front of everybody for treason. I can't believe the stuff that came out today. Have you guys watched any of that hearing? I mean, holy shit, the things those people were admitting. This is worse than anything any president has ever done in the history of the United States. This is gonna go down as one of the biggest, most corruptive ran White Houses.
Corruptive. Brilliant. Okay, I will save more of these for a full Chud Watch day, because, as we all know, there's always going to be plenty of freakouts. Oh, God. Wrong one, sorry.
Okay, I'm talking. Watch this thing fucking move by itself. I'm not blowing on the fucking thing, okay? I just found this on my fucking couch. It's self-aware. It's moving. Look. Look at the shitload of them I found. Come here, little guy. Can you still see that?
Static electricity is moving this thing, and she thinks it's alive, even though it's just like, you know, a thread.
See, it's hard. I can't. It's very attracted to the metal.
Wonderful.
So fucked up. So fucked up. It was just moving. Right here. Look at this.
You're hearing a child in the background, by the way.
I'm telling you, things fucking, it moved. Dude, this was trying to get into my dog's fucking paw. I found it on her fucking paw. I don't give a shit right now who thinks I'm crazy. More videos to come. Okay, I'm talking. If anybody can see that moving, that's not me. I'm not blowing on it. This is a Morgan fiber, okay? It's on my fucking pants. There we go. There we have it. Now you guys believe me? Look. It's fucking self-aware. Do you not see that? Is that not the creepiest fucking thing you've ever seen? Look it. I'm not blowing on it. It's doing its thing. You see that? Now, you can see the difference. It looks a lot like all the other hairs on my pants, right? But these things have, they're coarse, almost like a man's beard hair. So just look around. I encourage all of you. Okay, you see that? I encourage all of you just to look at your clothes. Look at everything around you.
This is a widespread medical delusion? Really? That's interesting.
They're fucking everywhere. More videos and tests to come. Stay tuned. Here's another one for all you fucks that think I'm crazy. Think I'm crazy now? Static electricity now? Look, now I'll see what it does to my finger.
It's doing the same thing. That's the same thing. It's still static electricity, ma'am.
Oh my god. Alright. Did you? Okay. Did you not see that? It kind of struck me like a cobra. Oh my god. Okay, look what we have over here. This is really freaking me the fuck out. I'm supposed to be putting these pants on, but I'm not gonna do it. See, I'll try to touch it a little, wake it up. Not blowing on it. It's doing its thing.
Dr. Gamble with a $5 tip
like,
says,
where'd she go?
I made a paper
Where's her
airplane and
body?
threw
I
it.
wanna get in her skin.
It's alive. Stay tuned. Thank you. Oh, for a super chat. That was a super chat.
Well, it's a good thing I'm a Christian. Thank God I'm a believer. Only God can help us, that's for sure.
Only God can protect us from the small hairs.
You know what I mean? Look at the thing. Yay! Do you see it?
This
Okay.
stupid person.
What would you guys do? Questions, comments?
Oh my fucking god.
Call me crazy, call me what you will.
I don't know if she has any more of these.
Water electrolysis.
I don't know why these people are like this. It's so fucking bad.
Like a lot of fathers, I have not kept up with this computer stuff. You know what I'd really like for Father's Day? I'd like to get this office into shape. Wow. Now that's a view. Oh, this is more like it. Not a paper in sight. My kids, this is where I belong. Let's take a look around here. Ooh, what do we have here? Executive Dad has the latest Apple PowerBook. A little bigger, a little heavier, and a lot more expensive than the last generation of PowerBooks, but with some interest.
That's actually funny hearing the next generation weighing more. That's funny. Generally, nowadays, as generations go on, things get lighter, not heavier.
New features. Check this
Oh
out.
my god, look at that fucking battery. Oh my god.
Generation of PowerBooks, but with some
It's like you change it like a clip.
interesting new features.
Gotta reload.
Check this out. No mouse. Instead, you'll use a trackpad that responds to the lightest of touches. And to stay in touch, I'll need the latest in multi-purpose phones. This screen phone from Philips will store a Rolodex full of phone numbers. You can also access your bank accounts, paying bills without writing checks, or take out a loan without the paperwork. All this for under $800.
Magazine, not clip. I've told you people I don't do guns. I don't do gun things.
Nothing's the same in the office of the 90s. Even the pens are smart.
Hey, dummy, don't forget to tell them about the Magic Memories picture frame.
Hi, Daddy, I love you.
These little gizmos from Machina go for under $50. So much for those number 2 pencils. Cut, print that. Black and white printers may be obsolete soon, too, now that color printers like this one from Hewlett-Packard have dropped in price and risen in print quality. The 560
Yeah, the ink is always going to be prohibitive, though, so we're going to stick with black and white for the most part.
series.
And just shift to less paper in general. Just send an email.
Now retails around $700, and your kids will love
It's funny to me that at some point, like, with signatures and online signatures, at some point we all just kind of decided, sure, typing it counts as much as signing it with your name, with, like, in person. We just decided that for convenience at some point, even though it doesn't really make sense. Like, it's not your handwriting if you're just typing it, but whatever, it's convenient, so...
Kids of all ages will get a kick out of the AT&T video phone.
Wow, that took a long time to become popular with FaceTime.
Now, seriously, folks, any would-be executive worth his or her salt will want one of these. How does it work? It's basically a phone call with the audio and video transmitted over the same lines you now have. Watch this. Miss Crimshaw.
Sir?
Miss Crimshaw, take this down. A sandwich and some turtle soup and make it snappy.
Right away, sir.
Maybe don't eat turtle soup, you fucking freak.
Because video involves a lot of data, there's a slight delay in transmission. The more movement in the picture frame, the more delay. If privacy is a concern, you can close the camera lens. In fact, you can even switch from video to audio only during a conversation. All for just under $1,400. There's even a feature that allows you to check out your own image before dialing. I mean, you never know who might be calling. But my true fantasy office for the 90s has a great view, right out the windshield.
Oh, yes, the mobile office has reached new heights. Why twiddle your thumbs in traffic when you can be tying up loose ends and doing deals? What used to take an entire office now fits in the front seat of your car. For example, the Canon NoteJet 2 may look like any other high-powered laptop computer, but it's also a high-quality inkjet.
This is back when they were selling turtle harpoons that were advertised as painless for the turtles. I can't even tell if that's a joke.
Printer, all for under $3,000, and in combination with a cell phone, you can send faxes from the road. Now, for those quick correspondences, you can't beat this. This is the Smith Corona Handy Fax.
Like the other palm tops out on the market, this one...
Smith Corona, like the typewriter company? Holy shit.
One has a calendar and
that's honestly hilarious.
Do list and a telephone directory. But flip up these little doohickeys and you've got a mini fax machine.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm so hip. I just got a brand new portable fax machine.
Now for those quickie messages, let's say you have a change of plans, this is what you want right here. This is the Motorola Express Pager. You call an 800 number, leave your message, then the operator will send out the message pronto.
Messages can be as long as 120 characters.
Ah, the original tweet.
And another option is buying a software program.
God damn it, it's just Elon Musk again, being smug.
And for your PC, which enables you to encode and send your own messages directly. That software goes for under $40. The pager itself is a little over $200. And it comes in colors to match every wardrobe.
Ooh, gotta go. I'll see ya.
This board.
Like a lot of fathers.
That was interesting. Alright, what else we got? What the fuck?
The Hermetic tradition has long been concerned with the relationship between the inner world of our consciousness and the outer world of nature, between the microcosm and the macrocosm, the below and the above, the material and the spiritual, the centric and the peripheral.
I am never calling it the letter. It's Twitter. I'm not calling Facebook Meta And I'm not calling this fucking Elon Musk shit anything but Twitter. It's Twitter. Fucking hell.
The Hermetic worldview held by figures such as Pythagoras, Plato...
Just like it's the goddamn, Sears Tower.
The Stoics and Renaissance alchemists such as Robert Fludd and Paracelsus pictured a great chain of being linking our inner spark of consciousness with all the facets of the great world. This world...
Or the Tappan Zee Bridge. It's the Tappan Zee Bridge!
...was described as a Platonic metaphysical clockwork through which our inner world was linked by means of a hierarchy of beings and planes to the highest...
Twitter is the only thing you can dead name. I give you permission to dead name Twitter. Oh, this person did a video on the cult that Peter's in. This is kind of interesting.
Trying to study to become a cult leader. There's a cult, or at least people call it a cult. I really don't know what specifically defines a cult aside from this definition. There is a very strange and very interesting cult called the Rod of Iron, and it is bizarre, and it is dangerous, and it is everything that I love about cults.
Our church community has been celebrating early October because my father was in a North Korean death camp in 1950. He was freed on October 14th. So we kind of celebrate it as a Freedom Day because we see our father as a returning Jesus. This year we did it more in terms of just generally celebrating.
Again, this is the group Peter is a part of. If you're familiar with my coverage of Peter from some time ago, since he's been inactive for so long. Actually, I should look. I messaged him the other day and I never looked. Let's see if he messaged me back. I'm concerned. Oh, he didn't message me back. Let me look at his page on Truth Social. One day ago, Peter says, quote, "The biggest health issue in the world is inflammation." I don't know about that. "The main cause of inflammation is food." Also, don't know about that one. "Up to 95% of grocery ingredients are inflammatory." Oh, God. He's not I didn't get the bullet crown. It's bullshit. He says, "I created the best diet in the world. The medicine diet. It works for everyone and improves everyone's health. It will be revealing an online course soon." Oh, I will be revealing an online course soon that teaches people the medicine diet so that everyone can live happy, healthy lives. So get excited for the Peter diet arc.
I like my coffee dark.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
So the Rod of Iron Ministries is technically a religion, but many people have described it as a cult in the past. And I'm just going to be calling it a cult loosely because I don't do any research, and quite frankly, I don't care. I don't know. It looks like a cult. I'm not sure. The family of the Rod of Iron Ministries originates from Korea. It is now currently based in America, in which they have found the American dream. Now, when I said they were crazy, insane, dangerous, or bizarre, I really meant it. It's one of the most interesting religious groups I've ever come across in my life, and the leader looks like this. His name is Hyung Jin Moon. Cool ass name. A lot of you guys know about separation of church and state and how important that has been through our, evolution as a country and civilization. And we've seen the shortcomings and times throughout history in which those two things were one and the same. The Rod of Iron Ministries seeks in tying a form of government, the Constitution, with the Word of God. I love the Constitution. I also don't know that much about God. So today we're going to be learning about the Rod of Iron Ministries, this incredibly interesting, bizarre, and disturbing group of individuals. We shall start with the leader, Hyung Jin Moon, also known as Sean Moon.
When you have armed citizenry and they try to do evil, they get shot quickly. They get punished fast.
My name is Hyung Jin Sean Moon. known as also Pastor Sean, or known as also Second King.
This man is the founder of the World Peace and Unification Sanctuary Church, known more popularly by its name, the Rod of Iron Ministries. Sean lived a normal life in which he was born in 1979 in the state of New York, where he would attend Harvard Extension University and go get a master's in theology and a bachelor's in liberal arts. And then he it's not a normal life. Now he has a church. It's weird.
The Bible is very clear in showing that Christ requires us to be judges over the nation, judges of the wicked, to rule with the rod of iron.
In Sean's past, he also had a fascination with Buddhism. He would practice Tibetan Buddhism, and he would shortly live in a Roman Catholic monastery. He would literally be a moth priest, right, to try and read the Elder Scrolls. In April of 2008, Sean was appointed by Sun Myung Moon, his father.
My father is the Reverend Sun Myung Moon, who believes the Lord of the Second Advent, and he has created a kingship line, of which I am his appointed heir and successor.
To be the international president of the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification. The long word, big wordy title. I don't like it very much. But the dude became the leader in 2008. Another little interesting Sean factoid is that he visited North Korea in 2011 to express his sadness for the passing of Kim Jong-il. That seems weird. This is where it starts to get weird. He also donated $1.7 million to the Japanese Red Cross as a result of the earthquake and tsunami that year. So he's an all right guy, maybe. So the FFAPU, the church that Sean Moon was the international president of, he eventually left and created a breakaway church, his current church, because his current beliefs didn't match or follow the teaching as the same church before. This fellow was not happy with the previous church, so he just started a new one, an offset church. The World Peace and Unification Sanctuary. This happened in 2013, better known as the Rod of Iron Ministries. Now, why did his previous church change so much to where he would want to create his own new one? Well, Sean claimed that his mother had abused the church and changed his father's teachings to elevate herself in the church, which led to him and his wife leaving.
And who would do that? Elevate themselves within a church that they created in order to benefit themselves at the expense of the laity? Who would do that?
So weird familial stuff. Very strange. Sean also likes to wear a bullet crown, as I'm sure you've seen. That's pretty cool. They call him the king, and they talk about his crown. This is a great phrase.
Sovereignty requires power to defend.
Sovereignty requires power to defend. AKA, they're going to defend themselves if anyone comes knocking, is what I...
Isn't it an unforgivable sin to judge in place of God? The Bible says a lot of things. If you have a position, you can probably find something in the Bible to justify it. It's a big book. Contradicts itself a lot.
am getting from that message. Sovereignty.
Yeah, you can still call it
Facebook. Rod of Iron Ministries from most church. A lot of peaceful churches out there. There's a lot of peaceful religion. Sean and the Rod of Iron Ministries want to spread the gospel in a slightly different way than usual. The followers need to be fighters and avengers for the gospel instead of just laying down and waiting to die to go to the heaven of God. You've got to stand up. As Aaron Tippin once said, you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. In my opinion, Sean is just a man who may or may not want to avoid paying taxes by buying AR-15s. Also, I am not sure if this is true. I'd assume they'd have more guns. Seems like they actually want to inform the masses and cherish themselves in their own little group of strangeness. Up until recently, they weren't really allowed on many mainstream social media apps. They're on Rumble, and they use Rumble to share their message with the world.
Wonder if they're on Twitter now.
Do a little bit of rapping, guys. Nothing better than religious raps.
Satanic to see and watch children do unthinkable things. Damn.
I'm sorry, there's a rap video?
All the while Satan is luring you and making you into a beast. Facts. And the feds with the elites are laughing cause our children they feed. Gonna fry like bacon if you come after them children. Gonna fry like bacon, normalizing minor attraction.
That was very bad.
What the
very
fuck?
Bad. The music's not good.
Okay, we gotta look them up. Rod of Iron Ministries. Because I badly want to see these music videos. Is it this? Oh, it probably is this, honestly.
This?
Hold on, let me find it. It's on Rumble, probably. Freedom Festival. Of course they had fucking American flag skydivers at a festival. God damn it.
To preserve one of the most critical aspects of our republic, election integrity, the promise of honesty and honest elections.
I want to know how much the tickets were to this thing.
This nation is unique. Militia.
That's an issue. That is political.
In subhuman conditions, so much so.
Soon. And I don't think any of us.
I wonder if any of the people, I know people from their church were at January 6th. I wonder if any of them have been arrested. Well, can't find the music video. That's a shame. Have a good night, Jen.
Other countries don't do that either.
Does Jimmy Fallon work for the government? Jimmy Fallon, is he in on it?
TPP. I mean, just all those people are just, they toe the line or they don't have their jobs anymore.
Right.
Have you seen I mean, you know, making jokes about the TPP.
Right.
It's very horrible. It's very evil to sit there and just make jokes about it.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has a strict guideline to get in, and they're not allowing Chubby Checker in. He has the #1 song in the world, The Twist from 1959, and it's been voted multiple times to be #1. There's definitely something going on there, and can you please look into that and figure out what's going on, why he's not inducted?
Whatever point of diverting people, that's just something you guys do.
All right, thank you.
Hillary for president.
Great job, Alex! What was that question? I didn't understand. We're going to be talking about the attack last Tuesday on the World Trade Center, as well as the attack on the Pentagon, being a federal operation.
You'll never defeat the human spirit. You'll never defeat God. You'll never win. Come here, Count Dracula to Von Helsing. Come here. Come here. I'm not here doing anything but opening the blinds to wake people up. You don't like the light, do you? Pull those blinds up. I like sun.
Yeah. Happy advantage, Hillary.
Come sit in your lap.
How's
it going?
Hey, Alex Jones, how you doing?
Good to see you, man. You're looking sexy.
All right.
Oh shit, Joseph Villwalk, thank you for $100 super chat. Says, hiya Hannah. I've watched every single one of your recorded streams on YouTube, some more than once, but this is my first time live, so I'm pretty much the best fan ever. As long as you don't break this down to dollars per minute watched, thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. That's incredibly generous of you. Thank you.
How's the revolution going? You guys starting the revolution? I am really, really proud to be here with you. It's good to meet you in person.
I don't think.
How are you guys doing? You like all our Hillary for Prison shirts everywhere?
I haven't seen any of them.
You haven't seen? Oh my God! You didn't see me? I don't exist if you didn't see me.
I'm not.
Look at this. I got a new shirt for you right here. It's rape. It's Bill Clinton. It says rape.
Yeah, this is.
You don't know shit.
What are you?
What the fuck?
They're demons. They're frickin' interdimensional invaders, okay?
Yeah, Alex got caught with trans porn on his phone, which isn't shocking.
We want every American child to have access to pristine outdoor spaces. When they gaze upon the grandeur and the splendor of Yosemite, towering sequoias, their love of country grows stronger.
I forgot about the Yosemite thing.
God's creation. This is truly God's creation. Lush forests, towering mountains, windswept and beautiful windswept prairies and precious wetlands and wildlife refuges. And this nation is a special nation. Yosemite refuges.
Baha, would you do me a favor and bring me up my Ritalin? Forgot to bring it up here.
You suck.
Get the fuck out of this way! Get the fuck out of here!
Find him!
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I hate you.
Ew.
You know, Gollum, the Constitution is my precious.
Oh my God, why would he say that?
Okay, let's say grace.
Okay.
Father, thank you for this day. In Jesus' name, amen.
Do you
So
want
how
to
was-
taste?
Mr. Pork Angel, you ready for your recital?
Yes.
Awesome. You have it all
What are you
memorized.
going to play at the recital, Carolyn?
Last year we did a duet.
What are you going to play at the recital, Carolyn?
I need a
Let's do polka.
What's wrong?
How was piano? How was your piano lesson? Did we practice enough this week? All
What are you
memorized.
going to play at the recital, Carolyn?
Tonight there are just 4 candidates on the stage. Here they are. Businessman Donald Trump, Texas Senator Ted Cruz, Florida Senator Marco Rubio.
Excuse me.
Thanks, hon.
Donald Trump in 2008 wrote 4 checks to elect Hillary Clinton as president.
And that was because of the fact that I'm in business. I did support very heavily.
Who are supporting Donald right now. You're angry. You're angry at Washington, and he uses angry rhetoric.
Ted is a mess. This little guy is a waste. I also happen to call him a lightweight, okay? And I have said that. So I would like to...
I'm so not looking forward to this election. I just... Trump is so annoying to listen to.
Останавливающим действием. What caliber is that?
It's been nice not having to listen to him for a while, you know?
have something in my pocket right now to completely clear up that bruise on your forehead. What bruise?
Ew, he's so moist. Which is ironic, because he makes me so dry. Oh. It's that guy that thinks he made his own country, but he didn't really.
In person. Hello everyone, is Regis here in person. So I'm just back from my trip to the Lanzateos, more precisely the area generally referred to as the St. Patrick's Zec. And it was quite an adventure, and this video here is basically to recap the whole experience, to kind of recap the what I found out of it, and this will be the kind of the kind of final verdict on this project, so that then after that we can move on to other topics. Okay, so this is the recap video. It might be long, but I'll try to cover every aspect that I've been investigating and that I've realized for the area, and then give my final impression on it, and then this will serve as the reference for the future relating to that. Okay, so without further ado, before I even go into the details, I'm gonna give right away my final rating of the area, so we can start with it, and if you want to watch the whole video, then you'll have more details on every aspect. Well, okay, so the things that I've determined is that, first of all, the area of of where Freedom City is extremely far, and it's extremely isolated. It's actually difficult to access. The roads are difficult. Now this is both in.
Thanks. What about Bob? Can you tell me the title? Maybe copy paste the title, and I'll search it and just tell me what platform it's on.
Issue, but at the same,
because you can't post links in YouTube chat.
Time is strategic as an asset. So it's both bad and good at the same time, depending on how we look at it and what our purpose is, right? I've also looked at the woods, the type of trees of the area, and that was pretty important because the trees you have determine what you can do with it. And I was extremely pleasantly surprised to realize that it was a hardwood forest. Wow, and almost entirely hardwood. There's very, very few evergreens. It's dominant hardwood, and that was amazing because it changes the type of town you have, the town of building you have. So that was very...
Again, for those who maybe missed the stream where I talked about this the first time, he's a sovereign citizen who literally just thinks he can claim land in Canada, which, by the way, is apparently indigenous land anyway, but it doesn't have people living on it currently, at least not the section he's talking about. So he's literally just going out into the wilderness and scouting in order to steal land.
Very nice. The climate itself is amazing also. I was very pleasantly surprised. Sometimes because it feels far, and because it's far, sometimes people have this reflex to think that it's going to be cold and horrible weather. And no, it's very similar to the Ottawa region, so that it's very warm.
It's summer. It's summertime right now. This video is from a month ago, which is still summer in the northern hemisphere. How is that land gonna be in winter? I've read Hatchet.
Northeastern North America, mind you. It's not Texas, but for that area...
no roads, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury. Like Robinson Crusoe, as primitive as can be.
It's very nice. It was surprisingly warm and surprisingly dry climate, at least relative to where I am right now. I'm used to a much more humid type of weather, so it was very pleasant. Although it was a bit warmer because it was drier, the climate was very, very nice. The type of earth, of soil, is mostly sandy loam, and that's also significant. Now, the type of soil changes depending if you're closer to the river, which is very, very sandy. Actually, is okay. So I'm really talking about land areas and these.
Let's get to the part where he is actually there trespassing.
wait, try again, think, oh, maybe come to a hardware store, buy your stuff, and then get it delivered. Hey, come on, no, it's super far. For many days is not. I went all the way to where the borders inside the border of Teos. So you're literally looking.
Oh my god, he put up a fucking sign. Clearly you don't own this. Look, there's a road. Did you build that road? God damn it.
Looking at Teos, the state of Teos lands. So I laid that sign there, so it's officially marked as you're entering sovereign jurisdiction.
That's how it works. You just plant a flag, okay? That's how it works. You saw it in a movie.
But then I did not continue. I came back. I went back to Pembroke in Ontario, well, the region of Ontario, to gas. And after that, I took the other little road, the tougher one, and laid another sign, this time at about 21 kilometers outside of the Bridge of Chapeau, which is where
This is a good way to get caught.
Teos border starts, and again you can see here the little sign inside of the Teos border. So this is the other little road, the tougher one, and again this one. So the both roads have been marked at the border, or roughly the border, for Teos sovereignty. And then I went onto that little road. It looks not so bad on the photo, but it becomes very rough later on. I probably damaged my car. I'm surprised my car made the way and back. Actually, it is kind of broken. I'm going to have to give it a tune-up because my engine now is shaking weirdly. So I probably damaged a bit there. But anyway, it survived. Didn't want to stay stuck.
An idea of what it looks around here. And so it goes. We do have a better idea. Actually, it's pretty cool. Okay, first of all, most important, it's hardwood forest. That is pretty freaking fantastic.
What's he talking about? He's a sovereign citizen who is trying to claim this land in Canada. He thinks he can just go there, even though it's within Canada and it's apparently Indigenous land. But he's just going there and being like, "This is mine now. I'm gonna start a society."
It's a high dominant hardwood forest. It's almost all hardwood, really. Look, you see there, it's just hardwood. Everywhere, it's hardwood. So, there's very little evergreens, and the dominant strain of evergreen is pine. I guess both red pine and white pine, I figure. I'm not an expert, but in any case, it's pine, which is, at least as far as I'm concerned, being used to the more northeastern part of North America. Pretty rare. You can always build something bigger later. So you see, these are the woods. It's all hardwood. It's beautiful. It's incredible. It's really a wonderful forest. I can't believe this area is unused. It's cleared.
Is it cleared because they had the right to, like, buy wood from whoever owns the land? So they, like, you know, came in and cleared this area? Does that maybe tell you something?
I can't believe this area can make an incredible...
Like, the wood's already stacked up. It seems like someone was here.
Incredibly wonderful city. The climate is nice for these kind of trees to grow.
Compilation of Jim Baker's Doomsday Food Buckets. We watched that already with the slop. We've seen it.
It's a very nice climate. For North America, at least. The bugs level is actually fairly low. Here there's a bit more because we're in the clearing, but as soon as you enter the woods, it's very comfortable. They're really not annoying. So here we're pretty much at the tip of a certain area where they've been logging. Not quite sure how it works, but
okay, so he knows. You know that they do use this land for something. You think they're gonna be fine with you just squatting here and building a town?
They seem to make these zones and become clear the wood. So, as we can see, still piles here. Birch again, maple down there. Like it's
It's hardwood.
Just the tip of all that hardwood.
And that's incredible.
I'm glad I didn't have to articulate that. I just had to repeat someone else saying it.
Because it means that as a city, once the homesteads are, we have like a near infinite amount of hardwood.
It's not yours! It's not your wood!
Built with hardwood instead of pine or... That's crazy. We have pine too, but it's extremely high quality wood. So you can make very strong houses, good furniture. Definitely high quality wood. And Quebec has been allowing the cuts here, but that's gonna end as Teos takes place. So they don't seem to have been operating this year from what I see. This seems to be from last year. The wood is dry, so up to now does not seem to be any logging activity. But as you can see, it's all hardwood. So you see all this clearing, and there's acres and acres and acres. It's, over there is full. It's very large. These are all areas where people can build their homes. At the very least, a base camp. We can get set up, and
then you can live in the woods with no food or fresh water or supply chains or anything. How's that gonna work? Do you know how to make like dig a latrine? Like, do you know anything about surviving in the woods with no help and developing a city? Oh my god.
And once you have a base camp, a basic town, then after that you can expand and start getting comfortable, and within a couple of years, I don't know, 30 years, 50 years, you've got a city, in quotes, a large town, and you go living. So the sand is very sandy loam, essentially, as far as I would know. It's sure we can definitely grow.
It's just funny because it's not even like he wants to do all the work. This has been pre-cleared by at an industrial scale for logging, and he's like, perfect. Okay, someone else did this. You didn't even do this. Like, what? How are you taking ownership of this in your mind?
Probably a bit acidic. I've seen a lot of blueberries, which is good. But it also means that the soil is probably a bit acidic, but that's fine. We can always transfer it over time, burn with wood ashes, especially with a lot of hardwood. Each time we burn, spread the ashes on the land, eventually it will.
We're just gonna, don't worry guys, it's a little acidic, but we'll just slowly over time build up enough fire ash that we can spread it into the soil, and then generations later everything will be fine.
Terraform, if you see what I mean. And eventually it can be very good producing lands. It's a very nice area. So I'll make more videos.
Okay, so as you saw, yeah, the cuts are intense, and the area is huge of cuts. So I was just in one area. I was near like the tip where they as far as they got, but there's immense areas all logged out. So they logged out a huge area. So if you look on Google Maps and you see like that photo that I shown of the blue area, now if it was updated, you would see just cut for huge areas. I actually happened to talk with some of the locals on my last day, and they were curious actually who I was, why I was there. So we kind of,
I bet they were.
Talked a bit rough quickly because I had to go. I was afraid my engine would stall. So after hitting a few rocks, but anyways, we could talk a bit, and they were actually hoping I was with Greenpeace, because they're very pissed off of these clearings, because the clearing is total. They cleared everything, like the whole swaths of forests are gone. So they're very disappointed. So they were hoping I was with Greenpeace to stop that. But the good luck is, well,
don't worry, I'm a different random white guy here to steal shit. What the fuck?
I'm not with Greenpeace. I obviously am with Teos. But good luck if they ever watch this video. They'll be happy to hear that Teos is even more powerful than Greenpeace, because now Quebec does not own these lands anymore. Actually,
good luck with that.
They never owned them, but they lost the claims to these lands. Now these lands belong to the state.
I thought about covering the Rudy Giuliani transcripts. I don't even know if I can read them on... Can I read them on YouTube? They're pretty lewd. Talks all about, like, titties. Hold on, let me find it real quick. Let's see. Rudy Giuliani's transcripts in full. Read text of shocking conversations. Let's take a look. Former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani allegedly used vulgar language, criticized Jewish people for celebrating Passover, and took aim at celebrities, according to transcripts of audio recordings. The transcripts filed on Tuesday are part of a lawsuit against Giuliani brought by Noel Dunphy, which accuses the former mayor of rape and sexual abuse. He has denied the allegations. Let's take a look at some of these goddamn transcripts. Okay, March 4th, 2019, Giuliani says, it just starts abruptly here. So, every place. Dunphy says, you are finding a little place in the woods. He says, got off the airplane in a new city. She says, on the airplane. Giuliani, go right to the hotel. Give the indiscernible money. Dunphy, on the dining room table. Giuliani, yeah, and we go right ahead, wherever, on the floor of the living room, as soon as we get in. We don't even make it to the bedroom. Dunphy, yes. Giuliani, all the clothes come off. Dunphy, oh yes. Oh God. Let me skip ahead. Ew. Okay, no, we're at the, okay, we're here. Giuliani says, let the doorman wait outside to bring in the luggage. Wait, we need a little time alone. Yeah, I need a little time alone with my girlfriend here. Dunphy, that's right. Giuliani, with my daughter. Dunphy, that's right. Giuliani, with my little girl. Dunphy, that was the... Then it cuts off. Continuing, Giuliani says, I want to own you, officially. Dunphy, oh yeah. Giuliani, legally, with a document. Dunphy, put your name on. Giuliani, come here. This is a quote, these are quotes from Giuliani. I'm even gonna, I'll put it on screen so it's clear that I'm not the one saying these things. Giuliani, come here, big tits. Come here, big tits. Your tits belong to me. Give them to me. Indiscernible. I want to claim my tits. I want to claim my tits. I want to claim my tits. These are my tits. Dunphy, oh yeah. Giuliani, these breasts belong to me. Nobody else can get near these, okay? I don't care if they're flirting or giving you business cards. These are mine. You got that? Dunphy, yes. Giuliani, understand, I'm very effing possessive. I've gone easy on you. Dunphy, I don't know. Giuliani, I've been easy on you. Dunphy, you're getting pretty tough on me. Giuliani, I've been easy on you. Give them to me. Dunphy, maybe. That's the one that, like, is weird to me. Dunphy says, who are the other Republicans who are celebrities? Giuliani, ain't too many. Brad, not Brad Pitt, the other guy that looks like him. Dunphy, Bradley Cooper? Giuliani, no, the other one. What the hell's his name? Dunphy, Matt Damon's very liberal. Giuliani, no, Matt Damon is a F slur. Matt Damon is also 5'2", eyes are blue, coochie 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 coo? Is he just fucking rhyming? What in the world? What the fuck is happening? Giuliani, you are my bitch. Bitch, you're my whore? You're my fucking slut, I think is that one. Oh my god, Giuliani says, Jews, they want to go through that freaking Passover all the time. Man, oh man, get over the Passover. It was like 3,000 years ago. Okay, the Red Sea parted. Big deal. Not the first time that happened. What? Fucking what? What is he talking about? What? What? Oh my god, what? What does he even mean by that? Does he think that the Jewish story of Passover is a separate story from the biblical story of Passover? Passover was about the plague where the children died. The Red Sea was after that. But it's the I don't even know where to start with that one. So oh no. I'm not even gonna read this one. It's racial in nature, and that's uncomfortable for me. Yikerinos!
So Quebec can't cut anymore, and Teos has no intention to cut, so these forests will regrow, and there should be no more cuts.
You literally said that you're gonna cut down trees to build houses! You're lying!
So that should be good. Now, now again, as impressive as the cuts may be, they kind of have a good side. Well, first of all, the loggers, to be able to pass with their big trucks, is they make these sandy roads, and they're massive roads, and they're solid roads for these big trucks. So that kind of eases our ability. So in that area, you can go with your delivery truck and get stuff delivered, and okay, so that's kind of nice. You also, because they cleared the forest, they did a lot of work for us. Well, they stole good wood, as I said, but at the same time they did good work. They cleared the woods, so it's ready.
So you recognize that they stole the wood, but you are going to steal the land the wood is on, and you consider that fine. Do you see the problem here? Do you see the hypocrisy in your view on this?
For homesteads, you know, the wood will regrow. Now, of course, they did not clear they did not de-stump. So that part would still have to be done, but it's not that hard. I mean, worst case, you de-stump where your house will be, the rest will run.
I'm not a logger, but I will say stumps are a pain in the ass. They're not easy. I have one growing out of the side of my house. There used to be a tree that grew kind of out of the side of the foundation. That thing was a pain in the ass. I ended up having to drill into it and just, like, putting tree killer in it to make sure it wasn't going to do any damage to the foundation. It's just like a, you know, just a stump now. But, like, fuck, stumps are hard to deal with in my experience.
Rot over time, so you let it go. The rest of the woods, the forest will regrow over time. But because it's cleared, in a way it's ready. You can arrive, you know, we assign you your land, and then your 5-acre, and you start building your home and building your homestead. So it's that in that.
Yeah, stumps are a pain in the ass, to my understanding. You basically either need something with a bunch of power. Like if you're an industrial scale, you know, logging company, I'm sure you have a big machine that can just grind it very quickly, relatively speaking, or a winch or something that you could pull it out with relatively easily too. But for randos, difficult, pain in the ass, especially if you're doing what he's doing, which is attempting to live off the grid. So I'm assuming he thinks that they're not going to have like a winch or anything. They're not going to have a power tool to grind it down.
Sense, it might be a good area.
They get rid of stumps with TNT. That actually makes sense.
Yeah. Now, the only kind of bad thing, it's not a bad thing, but it's not really the area I was planning on building first. I would prefer the southern area where there's the river. But if people say, hey, I'd like to go live there, well then fine, we can open it up. Because eventually I would see the whole surrounding of the lake someday being, you know, surrounded by homesteads and having a city of homesteads for the future. Now, there's also what's annoying a bit with these clear cuts is they use machinery to clear and remove the wood, and naturally the wood is kind of flat and kind of organizes itself, but after they pass, they kind of ruin the terrain, and you end up with these pools of water, and that becomes swamps, waterlogging, and of course you get mosquitoes, so that's kind of a bit disappointing. So that gives us work. We'll have to over time, as we build, we'll have to clear the lands in the area, so that's all to kind of keep in mind. So anyway, so I stayed there that day, and then the next day I moved back up to where I really wanted to be, and so here's the map. So here's the Camp St. Paul. So I went back up, and then I hit that yellow road, and that's where I wanted to be. So the yellow road itself is long, and it's very rough terrain. Again, with a little city car like mine, very hard. You can damage your car. I guess if it rains, when it rains, there's probably some mud. You can stay stuck. It's not for everybody, sadly. It's not a good road. It will need to be improved. But anyways,
It's not your road. It's not your right to do that.
Do it. Luckily, with my little car, I did hit rocks, probably damaged my engine. But I got to that point where I wanted to be. So that was a great spot. And there was also another little river, little small.
You are now watching Teos in all its glory. So basically, the someday Freedom City. Actually, this is yeah, Freedom City would be down there where I'm filming. So right in the back of that is the Moria River, Lake Zion there. So people's lands and homesteads will be there. This is a bit more northern, and here.
Oh, thanks,
Lake
Kyle.
People can
Glad
come
you
in,
can catch me live.
It's okay in its own colonize and become more, colonized. I didn't. That is not something you see every day, and we had it in Teos. Imagine that. So that was cool. There's also plenty of fish in the lakes. I actually fished a fish myself. Thank you to.
Oh my God, they're not your fish.
Somebody who loaned.
If you fish and hunt, you're poaching. This is not your land.
Me his fishing rod, so I ate the fish. It was delicious, fresh fish. Wow. Anyways, everything's there. We have it all. And finally, before I wrap up, of course, there's the topic of the bugs, the mosquitoes. Yes, there was a lot.
This is the first time I'm on the side of the mosquitoes.
Some black flies. They weren't too annoying because they don't come up too much during the sunny days. And they disappear at night, so they're only there, the band in the evening and in the morning. Now, mind you, it was sunny every single day that I was there, so the pie common law courts of
he hasn't posted in a month. It makes me wonder if he has gotten caught, basically. Has he been caught? Is he already in trouble? Why hasn't he posted in a month? Let me see. Do they have a blog? They have a Twitter. Let's check out the tweets from Teos. They haven't posted since July 12th. Probably got in trouble. I'm gonna say probably got in trouble. Which is kind of funny, if I'm being honest. But what are you gonna do, Look at the territory. The territory he wants to take is like half the size of Indiana. It's like a third of the size of Michigan. What the fuck? I just can't believe that this is, not insane. How can he be trying to take this land and not realize how insane it makes him look? Oh my God, there's a form! There's a PDF form! For citizenship! Let me open it. There's a PDF. I don't think you guys can see this. Let me see, can I open this with Chrome actually? Maybe not. Trying to see if there are any rules. Wow. That is a weird document. I want to see if I know there were documents somewhere. Oh, that's actually true. He did post something in July 25th, which was closer to like 10 days ago. So it's like 9 days ago or something like that. So he is out. He just hasn't been posting much. Deed of conveyance. Oh my. Oh my god, he's doing land patents. That's why. That's why he thinks this is a thing. He's doing fucking land patents. Oh god. Oh. Oh boy. This is the font you used for your official state deed? Come on! Legal documents are supposed to be very readable. You do not use this font for your fake legal document. Land patents, it's a sovereign citizen thing. Land patents, if you search on YouTube, like, land patents, I've done this, you get a bunch of sovereign citizens trying to explain to you, like, oh, just instead of having your land registered with the state, you need to get a patent on your land, and then you can live in it tax-free. Like, no, that's not how anything works. It's nonsense. It's another sovcit bullshit thing. So obviously none of this is real. It does look like a restaurant menu. It looks like a greasy diner, and there's like coffee stains even though it's laminated. But if you do go to that diner, you know it's gonna be a fucking banger. You get some greasy sandwiches or something. Deed of conveyance. By the grace of God, the almighty creator of all things, that is, the state of Teos and its government, as well as his King Majesty Regis Lucius I, Fidei Defensor. Oh boy, we're doing Latin, huh? Okay. Who therefore is the head of state of Teos, also proclaims and extends his full assent to the matter to all whom these presents shall come, greeting. What? Whereas on this third day of the month of March in the year of our Lord 2023, Anno Domini, and the year of our reign, and before the Grand Notary of the state of Teos is the supreme legal authority of the state, and also from within the international country of the state of Teos, and therefore appear, I'm not sure the significance he thinks of these first words in the line being capitalized and in this font. Like, this is weird. I don't understand. Thank you, Speedo Spank. I actually think I know the comment you're talking about. I also saved it and wanted to look into it. If it's about the cult thing, it is something I planned on looking into. I just haven't had the time. I've been looking at Bed Bath & Beyond stuff and Tommy Tallarico. I've never covered Tommy Tallarico on the show, have I? I think everything that needs to be said about Tommy has already been said, so I don't necessarily need to, but he's a crazy grifter, allegedly, in my opinion. Oh my god. He literally did it by coordinates. Who's Tommy Tallarico? Tommy is a compulsive liar who has made a career out of taking credit for the work of other people or just straight up making shit up. It's pretty frustrating. Have I watched all the old CU podcast episodes about the Amico? I have. That's actually how I first got into the CU podcast, was through that stuff. I have a super chat. I don't see one. I saw the $100 one, but that's been there for a while. That was from 39 minutes ago. Was there one that isn't popping up for me? Am I crazy? Because none have popped up for me. There's just a map. Maybe I will talk about Tommy Tallarico briefly. Thanks, Lord Chaos Havoc, for sticking around. Hopefully the mics are better now. You feel like I always mention stuff, and I'm like, holy shit, my very niche interests are not so niche. Oh, you're fine, Kristen. I'd rather people like, oh, that's a terrible freeze frame. Look at that. Oh, God. Whatever. Looks like I'm surprised. Oh, the pee-pee show! Oh, they're still in the intro, though. Tommy Tallarico. I'm glad that the first thing that comes up when you search Tommy Tallarico is the H-Bomber Guy video, because that's well-deserved. What a well-put-together video essay. 2 hours long. The vast majority of it is all about how Tommy Tallarico makes shit up. Pretty weird guy. This is his YouTube channel. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh my God, he pretends that he was on Cribs, by the way. This quote-unquote MTV Cribs is what he calls this. This is not Cribs. For those who don't know, Cribs was a show on MTV in the 90s and early 2000s, maybe just the early 2000s, that was where they would visit celebrity homes, you know, like early 2000s celebrities, and they'd be like, look at my rich house. Tommy Tallarico's never been famous on the level of, like, what you would consider a celebrity. So, no, there's no reason he would be on Cribs. This was on some early game site. But he pretends it's Cribs because he's weird.
Hey, I'm Tommy Tallarico, composer and sound designer for video games, also the president of the Game Audio Network Guild, also known as GANG, and I'm going to show you around my place.
He founded GANG, that organization, and then the organization that he founded gave him a Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm just going to put that out there. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Well, these are all my kind of video game toys. I haven't really put them together yet. Warcraft and Mario.
Screw you, Mario! I'm a way better game!
Earthworm Jim, huh? See the Earthworm Jim? Groovy! In the rain or in the snow. In the rain or in the snow. Oh, here's Maximo, a game I worked on as well. But check this out. I just got these in. Ho ho! I'm talking about the Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball Girls.
Oh, God.
Christy, hi! I remember the first time I played Rastan. Awesome soundtrack. Would you like me to hum some of it for you? Dun, 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 dun. This is the piano room.
At least he can actually play piano.
A lot of video game tunes have been written right here on this piano.
So if you don't know about Tommy's background, I should explain. Tommy got his start doing music in the games industry, and he is actually a musician. That's not a lie. However, the problem is he started, I think it was just called Tommy Tallarico Studios, and of course under him he had people that were making the sound effects and doing music for him. He was the owner/boss. Unfortunately, he's the kind of boss that seems to, allegedly, take credit for everything his workers do. If his workers did something, Tommy did that. At best, he'll say, we did that, even though he had no input. He's the owner, so he owns the credit, even though he didn't do it. That's basically how he is. It's really gross.
Everything from like...
This all came up because of the Roblox oof sound effect, by the way. You guys are familiar with the Roblox oof, right? It's the sound effect where, like, if you get hit or something, it used to go oof. Like that. Almost exactly like that. Oof. That was pretty good. Someone use this. Send this to Roblox. Oof. 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 Use those. Anyway. Anyway, allegedly, that sound effect was made by Tommy Tellerico Studios, not by Tommy himself, but by Tommy's employee, whose name I'm forgetting, unfortunately. I apologize for that. And Tommy, after he found out that the oof sound effect was really popular and memed, he took all the credit for it, basically, and tried to strong-arm Roblox into giving him a bunch of money. Joey Curris, thank you. Thank you for telling me his name so I could say it. Elon Musk is a good comparison. He's very Elon Musk-y, you know? Tommy has lied and said that he has has worked on the most video games of any person in history, which is objectively untrue. If you go to his website, let me see if he actually still has a website. I don't even know if this page is still up because it's so embarrassing. He has his own goddamn website. Of course he does. Tallarico.com. So, here's Tommy's bio, and then we'll look at his awards and stuff. This is, by the way, this is a game composer. And don't get me wrong, he's also, you know, a business owner, and he also started Video Games Live. If you're familiar with the concert Video Games Live, he organizes that. So it's not that he's done nothing, although I imagine in that case, much like his other career, I imagine he hires people to do this. But I do want to point out, I am not saying Tommy has never done anything. He does do Video Games Live. He has worked on sound effects and stuff. He was, I think, on a review show for Tech TV or something similar in Canada in the 90s. The problem is he lies about a lot of things that he didn't do, including the thing like, you know, is this the video game list? Is this still up? Oh my god, he does. This fucking psycho. Oh my god, why? No, don't play fucking music. What? Mute. There we go. I muted it, that way if it's his music, he can't copyright me for this, for stupid fucking reasons. Anyway, they're usually volunteers at Video Games Live. Of course, he's taking advantage of free labor. Anyway, Video Games Live seems like a fun show. It's basically an orchestral concert of video game music. But anyway, he claims to have worked on all of these games, and this is the list that he uses to try and justify his record of being the person who has worked on the most video games in history. This record, to my understanding, has been rescinded by the Guinness Book of World Records because it turned out this was not true. He also tried to create a video game console with no internet connection, of course via lies. Oh god, we can't even get into the Amico today. That's its own can of worms. This is the guy from the H-Bomber video, yes. Anyway, so here's his list. Here are the games he claimed to work on for PlayStation. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Spider-Man, Tomorrow Never Dies, Treasures of the Deep, Evil Dead, Hail to the King, Pac-Man World, Earthworm Jim 2, Spot Goes to Hollywood, Time Crisis, Project Titan, MDK, Wild 9, Point Blank 2, Apocalypse, Tales of Destiny, RC Stunt Copter, Skeleton Warriors, Black Dawn, Agile Warrior F, 111X, VMX Racing, Battle Arena, Toshinden 3, Burning Road, War Games, DEFCON 1, NCAA March Madness 2000 and 2001 respectively, NFL Blitz 2001, NHL Face-Off 98, Test Drive 4, 5, and 6, Test Drive Off-Road 2, Demolition Racer, Tilt, MTV Sports, Skateboarding with Andy McDonald, Spec Ops, Airborne Commando, MTV Sports, TJ Lavin's Ultimate BMX, WWF SmackDown 2, Know Your Role, Army Men, Air Attack, Twisted Metal, Small Brawl, good game, Hardball 99, Power Slave, Gold Nugget, First Sony PlayStation Demo Disc, Major Damage, Felix the Cat, Deuce. These are just the PlayStation 1 games that he is claiming that he has worked on. PC, Unreal 2, Unreal Tournament 2004, Unreal Mission Pack, MDK. He has MDK over here too. I need you to understand that he is counting games on different systems as separate games. Now, to be clear, I understand that in game development, when you port something from, like, PlayStation to Xbox, or vice versa, or the GameCube, or whatever, I understand that there's work involved in that for programmers and like the developers in terms of like the hardware and software interactions. Tommy, who, by the way, again, many of these I don't think he personally did most of the music or sound effects for. He owns a company that I think he hired people to do these things. But he is claiming, because, let's say, Earthworm Jim 2 came out on a bunch of different systems, he's claiming all of them as individual. So let's say Earthworm Jim 2 came out on 5 different systems. He's counting it as 5 games he's worked on, even though even if it was him composing the music himself, which is not the case in most situations, he would only have to compose it one time. He doesn't have to compose it separately for a different system. That's not how this works. Like, it'd be one thing maybe too if it was like PlayStation versus a Game Boy, and you know how sometimes back in the day there'd be like portable versions of games that were quite different but just had the same name. That's arguably different because you're working with a lot of different sound stuff, so you might have to kind of redo the music and whatever sound stuff is going on for that system. But primarily, no, you made the music for the game, and that's one. That should count as one. Full Metal Dumbass with a $5 super chat says, that's an impressive list. His mother must be very proud. I understood that reference. He has a lot of canned lines. Every time he tells the story, he's one of these people that has stories, and when he tells them, he uses the same wording every time. Now, in fairness, I'm not going to say I've never done this. I do this. When you're in front of people a lot, this happens, right? But there is a certain amount of times you can do this before it doesn't work, and you need to not do it for the same audience over and over. But he always leads with, like, I have the Guinness Book of World Records for person who's worked on the most video games. My mother's very proud. He's told that joke like 50 trillion times. I get it. It's fine to have canned things when you're a public speaker, but if you keep dipping into the same well, it looks bad and makes you look non-genuine. Be a human being. PC games. Continuing. Axe Steel, Jaws Unleashed, Messiah, The Bard's Tale. Messiah, I believe, is the game that is the claim that the oof comes from, allegedly, although some have claimed that the oof predates Messiah. So it might not even have been something that was done by his studio. It's up in the air. The sound effect has also been heard in Cats Don't Dance, allegedly, which is a film that predates the release of Messiah. So it's possible that the oof sound effect just came off of some 90s, generic sound effect, like disc, which happens. If anyone works in editing, you know that there are just kind of stock sound effects that you can use for things. So it's possible that no one related to him even worked on it. It could just be something someone pulled because it was a generic sound effect that they needed. Seems a little weird, is all I'm saying. In the context of Messiah, it's one part where, like, an angel cherubim thing gets, like, thrown, so there's, like, a little oof noise. Oof! It doesn't seem to me like they would have actually recorded their own thing for that. It's the kind of thing you'd think for a low-budget video game, you'd just be like, oh, where's my oof sound effect from the generic sound effects file I have, I've done that. When I was working on TBR, I had, sound effects that I would pull from, that would be reused, It's in the game more than that. Okay. Earthworm Jim 1 and 2, so once again, 2 is being counted multiple times for some reason. Earthworm Jim and Earthworm Jim 2, even on the same list. He is separately listing Earthworm Jim 1 and 2 being on one disc or whatever for PC, and then Earthworm Jim and Earthworm Jim 2 separately also. These are the same games, but he has doubled them at minimum just here in order to up the count of games he's quote-unquote worked on. It's nuts. Cool Spot, The Jungle Book, Pac-Man World Rally, The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer, Snoopy vs. the Red Baron, Oddworld Munch's Odyssey, Dance, Online, Super Tofu Boy, Line Rider, Freaky Creatures, Blood Rain, War Games, The Wheel of Time, Evil Dead Hail to the King, Test Drive 4, 5, and 6. Again, these were over here, but apparently they count twice because Tommy's decided so. You get it. He did the same thing, especially if you've seen the H-Bomber guy video. I don't need to keep going. The way that he got to the number he got is bullshit. It's so fucking bullshit. And I don't know how he got away with this for so long. Ooh, Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. I like that game. I have that on my tablet, where I run an emulator. I have a GameCube emulator on my tablet, because of course I do. Metroid Prime 2. Oh, he claimed that Shigeru Miyamoto, I'm sure everyone knows who that is if you know what video games are. He claims that Shigeru Miyamoto was like a close personal friend, and that Shigeru Miyamoto gave him the power to make sound effects for Metroid Prime, and then the game developers were gonna make weapons based off the sounds he made. That's not true. Other people on staff were like, no, that's not how anything works. Nintendo is not going to give an outside contractor the power to dictate Metroid. He just tells weird lies, you know? He tells really weird lies that it doesn't even make sense to lie about, you know? Let's look at his awards page. He never worked on Metroid Prime 2. I'm assuming some of the sound effects and music from the first one probably made it into the second one, so he's counting that. Metroid Prime is famous for being booted to an American studio because Nintendo had no idea what to do with the franchise. I think Shigeru Miyamoto specifically didn't know what to do with it, which I'm glad he gave it off to the team in America, because then we got the Prime games, which are great. The remake's good, too, that came out recently-ish, the Metroid Prime remake for the Switch. Oh god, the Amico Lifetime Achievement Award from the Game Audio Network Guild that he started. There's another one in 2010. Person who has worked on the most video games, Tommy Tallarico. Guinness Book of World Records. Again, no, that got taken away from you, to my understanding. I think they even changed it. They changed the wording at some point to, like, person who has worked on the most music and sound effects for video games. And even that I don't think is true, but it's closer. He didn't even change the verbiage to, like, the more accurate one. Most video game concerts in a year, Guinness. Not a lot of competition for that, is there? Most symphonic concerts performed on tour. Largest symphony performance ever seen live. Yeah, I straight up don't believe that one. For those who don't know, by the way, this should be brought up. Guinness Book of World Records is an advertising company. Like, they're not going out and trying to record human achievement for fun. You literally call them and you're like, I would like a record so I can get promotion on the internet. And they say, okay, you're a pie shop? All right, give us $10,000 and we're going to figure out how to get you to make the world's biggest pie. And then we'll get it, you know, on as a human interest story on random websites. It'll be on Reddit or whatever. The Guinness Book of World Records is not necessarily there to sell you books. Though it is there to sell you books. It is there to sell records to rich assholes and companies who think that breaking world records is a good avenue of advertisement. Yeah, so if you didn't know that, sorry I had to destroy that for you. The Guinness Book of World Records is not some objective third party. You pay them, and then you get the record if you do the thing. You have to pay them. Anyway. Tommy Tallarico is a veritable video game industry icon. Tommy himself probably wrote this, didn't he? It's the first line, and it reeks of Tallarico. Also, this layer of the background of this website where it's just like a smoke machine is the most Tommy shit ever, too. As one of the most successful video game composers in history, it just makes me, you know, there are video game composers who are finally getting, like, credit. Like, oh god, why am I blanking on his name now? His music was just admitted to the Library of Congress. Koji Kondo, thank you. I don't know who I said thank you to, it was my own brain. No one said it first, I did. Koji Kondo, who has done a lot of music for Nintendo, including themes that you have all heard. Do 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 do. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Koji Kondo is probably the most, like, well-known. His music is some of the most well-known music in video gaming, and you've never heard of his name unless you're, like, into this kind of shit and watch YouTube videos or read books about, you know, Nintendo and video game music. He only recently is getting, like, you know, recognition, because his music was admitted to the Library of Congress. You know, good for that guy. Tommy thinks way too much of himself. I don't get it. Are we talking about the first American to work on Sonic? This is so funny. I know there's probably some Sonic fans here, because I share some fans with Surus. I also like Sonic. I like the Sonic games. I still haven't played Sonic, Frontiers, by the way, so don't ask. I haven't played it yet. I plan on it eventually. Just not buying things anytime soon. And plus, it's only a month until Starfield, so I'm going to be wrapped up in that soon. But anyway, Tommy at one point claimed that he was one of, if not the first American to work on Sonic? To be clear, the game he worked on is Sonic and the Black Knight, which came out in 2009. Needless to say, no, Tommy was not even close to the first American to work on Sonic. Not even close. Okay. That's probably all I have to say about Tommy today. I'm getting wrapped up in... I'm getting wrapped up in his bullshit. Anyway. This is... God, when was this? 2018? When they announced they were doing an Intellivision console? And it was a shit show, and it still hasn't released, and I'm not sure if it ever will. I don't think it probably is. But who knows? Oh, I should also... God damn it, where is Tommy's channel? I do have more things I want to say real quick. I am ending soon, though. I miss my wife, and I need to go spend time with my wife. Very badly. Hello, the Count. How you doing? Here's the office tour. Have you guys ever seen Parks and Recreation Entertainment 720? You know, the joke in Parks and Rec is that, why am I blanking on his name now? Tom and his friend tried to start a business with a bunch of money that they have, but instead of, you know, building a reasonable business, they buy a giant office they don't need and spend a bunch of money on amenities to look like a big successful company without having the actual business model and revenue to, like, justify it. Tommy kind of did the same thing with the office space he got for the Intellivision Amico. And it's even worse because this happened, like, right before COVID. So basically, he signed a lease for a really, really, really expensive office. And all the furniture for the office was rented. They're renting office furniture. And the other people who were part of Amico, because Tommy doesn't own a majority share. My understanding is that Tommy owned like upwards of maybe 30%. So enough to have a lot of power, but not enough to control the thing. The rest of the people were like, hey, we don't need to be renting this super expensive furniture. Like, we don't have the money to do this. The cash burn on this is going to be nuts. And Tommy went, it's fine. Just put me down as a personal guarantor of the loan. So Tommy, I don't know if this lawsuit is still ongoing, but, you know, after this all went to shit, Tommy was one of the people sued from the company for the rental furniture because he put himself down as a guarantor of the loan.
Hello, everyone. This is Tommy at Intellivision, and I'm here at Intellivision, and I thought it'd be cool to give everyone a really quick tour of our building. You know, we're just moving in. We took the...
Oh, I can't play that Star Trek clip, Dark Beast. I'm on YouTube. If I tried to play it, it would immediately go down.
This place over actually in...
on Twitch, maybe. We can watch it, like, tomorrow or the next day.
November of last year, but then the California lockdowns happened all through December and January. They were just lifted a few weeks ago, so, you know, folks can finally start to come back in, so...
And people love in-office work, am I right? Especially programmers. They love having to sit in an office for no reason when they can work more easily and comfortably from their own homes.
Yeah, this place is going to look a lot different.
I'm honestly pissed off at anyone who has to go in when their work doesn't require it. What the fuck's the point? Why are we wasting everyone's time? Why are we wasting this space? Please stop. Like, I get that historically it's been a necessity, but in this day and age, many, many jobs can just be done from home. It's fine.
In like 5 or 6 months from now, but I just wanted to show everyone this is our front entranceway. We're gonna get a big Intellivision sign up there, and
that's a good use of your money.
Paint Amico here, and on this rack we're gonna put all of our screenshots of all of our games and stuff. Let me see, I'll show you this way. Again, there's not too many people here in the office yet, but yeah, I can show you around. We kind of, you know, painted it the Amico blue color. This is a lot of our engineering team is going to be around there. Little Hot Wheels track, all different.
I don't even want to know how expensive this shit was.
You know,
again, all of this is rented. The office space, the furniture, this is money just being shoveled into a furnace. No equity, nothing. Like, and I get it, most companies don't buy their office space, most rent, but like the furniture? Do you know the depreciation? You're gonna fucking rent furniture?
Offices here, and again, I just show you around. We got a 15,000 square feet. This is our kitchen area.
15,000 square feet.
And this place is actually very cool. This is...
Oh, I should point this out. Do you guys want to know what the games they're developing look like? This is kind of the key point. If you aren't familiar with the kind of games they're doing, this is the kind of game they're renting this incredibly expensive office to make.
Some sound, but wanted to show in Forest, which was a game that it came out a couple years ago, but was very difficult. Oh, check this out. Wait, here is where you can change seasons. Watch this. This is a big part of the gameplay. There you go. Change it to winter, so now we can get across the water.
It looks like a mobile game, or like the kind of thing that you'd get on the Switch for $2. It's bad, chat. It's real bad. Okay, so like Sonic, but worse. Which one is Sonic CD the one with the time travel mechanic? Am I crazy?
Oh wait, watch this. You shoot those, and then those kind of form platforms. So again, we really made this game a lot easier. The original Fox and Forest was kind of a difficult game. It was developed by a great German studio, our friends over at Bonus Level. These
fucking terrible. How much were they even trying to sell this console for again?
That's
too goddamn much. Oh, and then they released quote-unquote physical media for the system, and you guys know how I feel about physical media, though I'm movies, not games. But this is the physical media they released for the system that never came out. Hasn't come out, at least.
And the variant is that when he opened it up on accident, I'm
just going to skip to what's inside.
So many things that we did...
Oh, that's terrible cover art. Holy shit.
Differently, of course. Or problems that you have to work on your controller, and the main screen has like the initial...
Are you going to show the inside or no?
The initial, problem. So that's...
There it is. Let's see the inside.
Fun facts and, a little story. It just didn't look good, but man, the for Moon Patrol...
Okay, he's not giving a good shot, but it's an RFID chip. It looks like a cartridge, but it's literally an RFID chip. Which, if anyone knows anything about RFID chips, they're incredibly easy to clone. And people, like, dug into and, like, checked. They checked the RFID chips on these and read them, because you can get things that read them and stuff. And it's literally just a basic, like, it's a website. It's a code. It literally just is a code that you tap on your system, theoretically. Again, this system is never released. And it'll just give you the game because it knows you have the physical copy. But here's the problem. You can clone RFID chips. And there's no protection on either side that says, like, this is a unique thing. You could take it to your house and your friend's house and your friend's friend's house. It would have to check every single time. And if that's the case, then you need a constantly online connection to play your little shitty mobile games. And I think they were trying to sell this console. The price fluctuated. I think it went from like $150 to $250. They want $250 for this piece of shit.
This is our game room, and we got pinball.
They are not unique keys.
Machines and different machines here. Big 85.
To my knowledge.
Going?
Good.
Good.
Hi, everybody.
You've been in this office for about... When did you move in? 5 minutes ago, right?
Yeah. I did actually stop by and look at it a week.
Okay. So that's enough, Tommy. Jesus Christ. That's a whole thing to get into. So thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I appreciate you guys hanging out for the YouTube streams. I know it's a little different. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Foil Friday. If for whatever reason I don't, it's because I have plans tomorrow with my grandparents, which should be fine, and I should totally be able to get back in time to stream. But life is crazy, so for whatever reason it doesn't, I'll be back Saturday, where I'm doing a stream with Cassifel at 5:30 Eastern. Excuse me. But I do plan on streaming tomorrow, Foil Friday, on Twitch. So have a great night, everyone. Sorry, I need to drink water. Alright, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. See you guys later. Oh, and patron-only stream Sunday. We're playing Jackbox games. So become a patron if you want to be part of that. Night, everyone.